This week, in Wallburg, North Carolina, a twisted story unfolds when a seeming fairy tale relationship ends with bloodshed, lies, and a father-daughter team that stick to their stories amongst increasingly incriminating facts. Welcome to Small Town Murder. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Small Town Murder.
Yay!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Petrogallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmy Wisman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us today on another absolutely insane edition of Small Town Murder. We cannot wait for this. It's a wild episode. We'll get into all of that and more. First, though, head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your merchandise. Get your tickets to live shows. That's the most important thing. Full slate of 2026 live shows are available. Starting out on February the 21st in Nashville. Get your tickets right now. Then we're going to Atlanta, Durham. Phoenix is sold out for Small Town Murder.
Wow.
Salt Lake City, sold out. Denver, Buffalo, sold out.
Wow.
Royal Oak, Michigan, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Dallas, San Jose, Sacramento, Tarrytown, and Boston. Get your tickets right now. We are excited for that tour.
Crisscrossing it. Hell yeah.
That's it. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Also, listen to our other shows, Crime in Sports and Your Stupid Opinions, which are so funny. You don't have to like sports for Crime in Sports. You just have to like us telling stories about idiots, which if you listen to this show, I think you like that. So
I love that.
Check it out. So if you listen to everything, you still need more. We have more for you with Patreon.
Yes.
Patreon.com/crimeinsports is where you get all of the bonus material. Anybody, all you have to be is $5 a month or above, and you get everything we put out. Immediately upon subscription, hundreds of back bonus episodes you've never heard before. New ones every other week, one Crime in Sports, one Small Town Murder, and you get them all, everybody.
You bet,
This week, what you're going to get for Crime in Sports, we're going to do the history of Super Bowl halftime shows.
Awesome.
It started out with like a juggler and a marching band from a local high school, and now it's the craziest show in the history of the world. There's lights and fireworks and thousands of people. It's insanity. So we'll talk about that. For Small Town Murder, we're going to talk about Dean Corll and Elmer Wayne Henley and just the weirdness of this and how Wayne Henley, who was a kid at the time, ended up holding the bag for a John Wayne Gacy level of
everything,
of murder and burial, and it's wild stuff. At least he was smart enough to not bury people under his house, but still, we'll talk about all of that and more. Patreon.com/crimeinsports is where you get all of that, and on top of all that, you get everything we put out, all 3 shows, all ad-free with your Patreon as well. Ad-free. And on top of that, you also get a shout-out at the end of the show, too, because, damn it, we appreciate what the hell you're doing. That said, I think we got to do the disclaimer here. Everybody, this is a comedy show. It's a comedy podcast. We are comedians. That does not mean the story isn't insanely and unfortunately very real.
Very real.
That's the thing. Nothing is made up for comedic effect. We try to do we try to do better research than Dateline or 2020 or any of these shows and be funny at the same time. So that's what we're trying to do here. You know, that's you go, how do you do that? Very easily.
Well,
we don't make fun of the victims or the victims' families.
Why is that, James?
Because we're assholes,
but
we're not scumbags. See how that works? It's real easy to do. So if you think that true crime and comedy should never, ever go together, though, maybe we're not for you, but maybe we are, though. I would give it a listen, and you're going to hear a wild story. And for the rest of you, though, that want to hear a crazy story, and you're going to hear a wild one here, I think it's time. It's time. Let's all sit back. What do you say? Let's all clear the lungs, and let's all shout. Shut up and give me murder. Let's do this, everybody.
All right.
Let's go on a trip, shall we? We're going down to North Carolina this week, where we'll be in Durham on March 6th, as a matter of fact.
Very soon,
But here we're going to Wallburg, North Carolina, not Durham. This is central North Carolina. It is about 15 minutes to Winston-Salem, just outside Winston-Salem, about an hour over to Charlotte, and about an hour and a half to Kings Mountain, North Carolina, our last North Carolina episode 626, The Thirsty Killer.
Right.
Again, the North Carolina cases are always wild, man.
Named after Donnie. Very well aware of
Of course, yeah. Different spelling, Named after him and all of his brothers. Or, doesn't he have brothers?
Mostly
I don't know.
Donnie.
Mostly
We all care about Donnie.
Marky Mark's like, what am I? Huh?
What if you got enough money, you fuck?
Come on, feel it. Give me some, put my name on it.
The other guy had to marry Jenny McCarthy to have anything.
This is in Davidson County, area code 336. A little bit of history of Wallburg here. It started out with a guy named Samuel W. Wall. There you go, because it's Wallburg, Wallburg.
Oh,
so a burg of walls. Yeah. This was Samuel W. Wall in 1860. The second generation of the family in the area had a coach-making business.
Oh,
which is pretty good.
Making like stagecoaches?
Yeah, the stuff for that. They had at one point, this is in the late 1800s here, $600 worth of capital investment.
God damn!
They were rolling in
upwards of $600.
3 employees.
Wow!
And they were producing 10 buggies and carriages worth $1,100 annually. So they were
every year,
crushing it. Crushing it. Wow. 2 of his sons, he had Charles and George, founded their own firm, which was a lumber company, and they started making, I guess, kind of finished type things to make furniture. Oh. So yeah, they had a saw and planing mill, and they basically made planks, wooden boxes, and some finished products such as couch frames.
Well, fuck this show. I want to know more about these guys.
These guys are real interesting. They made a land purchase in 1888. George did, and there's this house that basically his relatives lived in until like the late 70s, 1970s.
Yeah.
The town wasn't incorporated until 2004.
Dang.
And they were like, okay,
rural as fuck. Till 20 years ago.
Yeah, till literally 20 years ago. Few reviews of this town. There aren't a ton of reviews of this town here. 5 stars. Here we go. It's a beautiful town, and many longtime residents know each other well. I bet.
They have to.
They run into the same couple thousand people.
Yeah.
There are some residents who are obnoxious, and the safety of roads is subpar. But that can come in any neighborhood. Obnoxious people, terrible roads, 5 stars.
I got 60 houses in my neighborhood, James. I'll bet you, there's a lot
40
of
them are obnoxious. Yeah, you know that. You have an HOA, so that's a higher percentage of obnoxious. It's certainly more pleasant than a large city.
Okay.
It's one of those people that's like, I don't care if it's terrible. It's still better than something else. Just
I'd rather be, all right,
yeah.
They're those people.
4 stars. Wallburg is a small town full of great people. Pretty much everyone know each other. Know each other.
And obnoxious people.
Yeah, and we love to support our local community.
All right.
Then 4 stars. I like where I live. Most of the people are nice.
Most,
except for the obnoxious ones. Yeah. And then finally 4 stars, which this should be a lower rating, I would imagine, if this is all you're concerned about, because it's a very short review. Quote, B&Es have been more frequent lately.
4 stars.
Jesus, that sounds horrifying. That's 4 stars. 4
Breaking
stars.
Breaking and entering, those ones?
4 stars for me, just shivering in my bed in fear. 4 stars. It's great.
Every time I leave the house, my shit's not safe.
It's 4 stars. Great.
4 stars.
Perfect. People in this town, population 3,050. It's a small town.
Very small, yeah.
It's outside of Winston-Salem's a pretty decent size, and Lexington is right nearby, and we'll talk about that for the things to do. They have like 20,000 people there, so it's a bunch of kind of suburbs of a small city, essentially. Yeah. More women than men here, 50.8% women, 49.2% men. Median age is like exactly the national average, 38.3. I think it's 38.4 nationally. Family here, this is a get married, stay married kind of town.
Oh, boy.
This is one of the highest we've ever seen. 67% married in this town.
God damn.
This is a suburb, like a son of a bitch. 36% married with children. Only 4% are single with children. So this is, you stay married here. Yeah. Race in this town, 92.4% white, 0.3% black, 1.1% Asian, 5.8% Hispanic. Religion in this town, normally 50-50 in the rest of the country. Here, about 40% of the people are religious, which is surprising for semi-rural North Carolina. And the highest percentage of people are Methodist. That's another surprise. It's close second is Baptist. As we know, Baptists are the Catholics of the South. But Methodist coming in and stealing it this time.
Are they popular in many communities at all?
I don't know. I have no idea. I guess. Apparently here, they're the number one.
All right.
Median household income here, $83,011, which is above the $69,000 average. Median home cost here, $277,500.
Not bad.
Not bad. Higher income, lower home cost.
Yep.
That equals an easier way to live. And if we have convinced you that Wallburg is the place for you, you want to find out all about furniture making and couch framing and all that, stages and things like that, we have for you the Wallburg, North Carolina Real Estate Report. Average 2-bedroom rental here, $950, which is well below the national average.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's $1,250 everywhere else, $1,280.
House paying in fucking 2004.
Yeah, that's exactly right. House number one here is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,910 square foot. It's got to be manufactured. It has to be.
It's big.
It's a decent size, but you can see that's not.
Well,
no one. There's. I don't know. It was built in 2021, is why I say that. If it was older,
it's
looks hard to say.
The architecture is that of a manufactured
it's a bad plan if it's not a manufactured home because you built a house that looks like a trailer. Good job.
If your architect brought you that and you said yes, you could have just bought a trailer for a third of that price.
That's it. $279,900 for that. It just got a $20,000 price cut, by the way.
Wow.
House number 2, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, T-bowl for all your b-holes. This is brand new, built just now. No one's ever lived in it. 2,340 square feet. It is just your average, as you can see. Kind of looks like your average suburban home. Very nice. That house is $381,990.
Shit.
And then finally,
do something about this.
That's crazy. House number 3, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, T-bowl for each and every b-hole, everybody.
Let's see this.
3,481 acres. Or I'm sorry, 3,481 square feet.
Oh, okay.
14.61 acres. So still a lot. Look at this place.
Good, yeah.
It's a cool looking house.
Damn.
It's cool. It's got a pond in it, which just looks like
awesome.
A nice place for mosquitoes to breed.
Yeah.
That looks terrific.
Nice porch. That's
nice,
great.
It's a real nice house. It's cool looking too. It's
Is that
nice.
a chimney?
It's
nice.
not.
So
yes,
big.
it is. It's a big chimney there. Nice
so
inside.
high.
Fireplace. This house though, $989,900.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
It's almost 15 acres. I guess I could see it's a big house, but that's a little expensive though, I think. Things to do here. Well, we're going to move over to Lexington for things to do.
Oh.
About 15 minutes away. Now, Lexington here has a couple of things. They have pigs in the city, number one.
Sure. So do a lot of cities.
Dude, this is wild.
Uh-huh.
It's a public art initiative.
Oh.
Where they just have giant life-size, and life-size, I mean human life-size, not pig life-size, sculptures of pigs installed throughout the city.
Oh, they're just pigs.
Just pigs, and dressed different, cartoonish pigs, different kind of pigs.
All right.
Lexington touts themselves as the barbecue capital of the world.
Have they not heard of Kansas City?
Yeah, they don't do that, because don't start a barbecue war. People in North Carolina think Kansas City and Texas barbecue is trash. People in Texas think that's trash. Everyone has their own style. In North Carolina, from what I've had, Texas is dry and shitty. I don't like their stuff.
Texas is terrible.
It's not great. It's dry. It's shit.
Tennessee's shit.
Dry rub my shit. Fuck out of here.
I want it juicy, goddammit.
Yeah, Tennessee, I don't mind. They got some spices. There's some good stuff there. It gets better. North Carolina's got that vinegary shit on the pork. You pull the pig. Oh, it's so fucking good. Their barbecue sauce. I love it.
Is hickory? Is that the tree or is that North Carolina?
That's what you're smoking it on.
Okay,
I think.
so that's the tree.
But they drench it in this vinegar-based barbecue sauce. It's so fucking good. It's like
North
thin.
Carolina, huh?
Oh, it's good. It's good. I like it.
You like thin barbecue, huh?
No. That's the thing. Only down there. Normally, I like a nice, I like a barbecue sauce that'll stick to it, and that's good.
Right.
Different type of thing. But this is
I want to chew through the fucking sauce.
Yeah, this is a different kind of barbecue. Like this is like it's almost like a juice they put on it.
Oh, and maybe it's just the juice of the meat.
No, it's a barbecue sauce they make out of vinegar. Because I asked the guy who was doing the pig on the grill.
Oh yeah.
And it's goddamn good though. Man, is it good? It's addictive.
Right.
You want more of it now.
Fine. I'll give them credit if they want it.
But other barbecue, I like Kansas City. Tennessee's fine. So Pigs in the City drew more than 40,000 visitors from all over the state in 2003, its first year, just to see sculptures of pigs around the town.
They're not kidding, yeah.
That's wild. It ran for a few years and then went away and then came back. So who knows? If you check and see if it's this year. There's also the Lexington Barbecue Festival.
There you go.
Now we're talking here.
Yeah.
You can have let's see, here are the events. The Cork and Craft Hospitality Garden.
Yeah.
The Pre-Pig Shindig.
Oh, pre-pig.
A pre-pig. In North Carolina,
post-pig. Yeah.
They take a giant pig and they put it on a grill.
All right.
There's a whole goddamn pig on there. And they
Whole thing.
cut into it and they put the barbecue sauce on it. They spray it in there as it's cooking so it gets all in there and
Holy
juicy.
shit.
And it basically, when you eat it, it just melts in your mouth. It falls apart and melts. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. Then there's the Uptown Lexington Painted Pig Hunt.
Sure.
Which could be interpreted in a very different way. We don't want that.
Painted pig.
That is
Leave
bad.
my mom out of this.
Yeah, God damn it. And then there is also music, of course. And you got to have music.
They got a festival.
And they got
music.
You got music here.
Who's playing the pig barbecue?
Who do you think is here? Well, we have Matt Cooper.
Nope.
Look at his picture. It looks like wanted for kidnapping 8 children. Look at him.
Or a
terrible shot.
Or this is his Grinder profile.
That's either one.
Fascinating looking. Why would he choose that?
I don't know.
It
looks like somebody took it.
Like, yes.
He said, "Hey, did you just take a picture of me?" That's what it looks like. Hey, you didn't just take a picture, did you? Oh yeah, that's
don't take a
all
picture
your
of me while I'm
promotions.
looking at these kids.
Runaway June, which is 3 ladies with really long hair and curls, and
June. Yeah.
all probably June. Then there's a Shane Prophet with 2 T's.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Shane has a beard and no mustache, and a camouflage hat on.
I know what you do, Shane.
We know exactly what you do.
I know the music you make, man.
Then, to change it up a lot, Chairman of the Board, which is 3 older black men in purple suits dancing. So that's like a Motown revival of some kind.
Chairman? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Chairman of the Board. All 3 of them.
Right.
Jim Quick and Coastline, which just looks like some dad and his friends. It's just what it looks like, a bunch of 50-year-old men. And finally, Band of Oz, OZ. And they all have this, it's a bunch of, they're all over 50, obviously.
Sure,
Some of them look like they're over 70. And they look like a bowling team.
Holy
they're all wearing the same outfit. It's like Up in Smoke. We all wear the same thing, but like different.
That's hysterical.
They look like a bowling team. That's great.
At what age is it appropriate to say this isn't going to work?
It's not going to. Yeah, what are we
stop.
doing here? Also featured Smitty and the Jump Starters.
Oh boy.
The Robertson Boys. And of course, Groove Machine. Got to have Groove Machine. Full effect. That is a wild festival.
I guess the food's the draw.
The food is the draw because you've never heard of any of those people.
No.
And you know all these weird.
I know a lot of country
acts.
artists.
Yeah. If Jimmy doesn't know you, Shane Prophet.
You're probably terrible.
By the way, I'd like Matt Cooper to loan his mustache to Shane Prophet so we can full out.
Then we got one beard.
Then we got one full facial hair and one guy who doesn't look like a pedophile anymore. It's perfect. We should do that. Now,
that is crazy.
Jesus Christ. Crime rate in this town. What we're interested in here.
Right.
All those B&Es and everything.
Yeah.
It's property crime is about 1/4 above the national average.
Oh.
So I don't know what's going on over there. Small
they
town.
Are kidding, though. Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody's got kids and everything, but they're doing that. Now, violent crime, murder, rape, robbery, and, of course, assault, the Mount Rushmore of crime, really, that is about 1/4 beneath the national average.
Okay.
So it's safe like that. I don't know.
Sure.
I guess a B&E would be a property crime if nobody
It
was
is,
there.
yeah, but that feels violent. Right?
It feels, yeah, breaking.
If it's in my house, that's violent.
If break is in the title of it, that's
right.
sounds violent. You broke something. That's violent. Now, before we talk about this murder, because we have to talk about a murder, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
We do want to say, stay tuned next week. Show that not the Express this week, but the next week, regular show. We have got a monstrous announcement for you.
Yeah. It's a huge tickle your ass with a feather.
Very big, very cool announcement. Yeah. It's going to be pretty fun to announce. And
very excited about it.
We've been holding it in for a while, so we're going to we'll let you know next week.
A first date fart we can't wait to get.
Oh, man. Whew, thank God I got the fuck out of there. No blowjob needed.
We've been trying to make it happen for a long time, and
so
now
we'll
we
tell
can
all
finally
about
tell
it
them
next week.
Next week, we're not allowed to say it now.
No,
we're not allowed.
Next week we will do. Yeah, we're not trying to be dicks here, but next week. That said, let's talk about this murder. Okay, let's start out with June 4th, 2011, in the setting of Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay?
Oh, all the way up there.
We're going over to Knoxville for this one here. This is the day of a lovely wedding.
Okay.
We usually jump into like a 911 call or, the person's backstory. Let's jump in the middle here we never say, hey, let's have a nice event first off in a murder story. So let's do it today with this here.
Where is it?
It's Wedding Bells in Knoxville, June 4th, 2011. A June wedding and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And even
Tennessee, shit.
Even the beginning of June, so you don't sweat out of your bride's dress there. Yeah. So the participants of this marriage are Jason Corbett, who is 34 at the time. He's born February 12th, 1976, and his fiancée is Molly Martins.
What color is the wedding?
She's a little younger. What color is what?
What color is the wedding?
I was going to say, they're both white. That's what I was going to say. I don't know. I was like, I don't know why you need to know that. That's why I was like, what? I mean, they're both white, but who cares?
Tan and purple, I'm
What's
guessing.
the difference? Yeah. Now, Jason brings with him to the marriage 2 kids.
All right.
Jack, who is 5 at the time, and Sarah, who's 3 at the time. He's a widower.
Oh,
he's not divorced. He is a very young man and a widower, and he's also Irish.
Really?
He's from Ireland. Like he doesn't live in America on the day they're being married. Yeah. He lives in Ireland. So we have an Irish widower with 2 kids coming into this, and she is a lot of different things, but currently an au pair from Tennessee.
God dang.
So an Irish widower and an au pair from Tennessee are getting married in Tennessee in June of 2010.
Was she
or 11? I'm sorry, 2011.
Was she his au pair in Ireland?
We will talk all about that of how they got that. Now at the wedding, one of Jason's relatives, his sister, starts talking to one of Molly's bridesmaids, whose name is Susie, which is the ultimate bridesmaid name.
Yeah.
I think, right? Do women, when they pick out bridesmaids, do they go, well, I need a Susie?
Thank God. When they meet in high school and she's like, I'm Susie. She's like, oh, great.
Puts her in a Rolodex for later.
We're going to be lifelong friends. I need you.
Perfect. I need a bridesmaid. Yeah. Now, so this is Jason's Irish sister and Molly's Tennessee Susie friend. Okay. Yes. They're sitting there chit-chatting, and they're very confused. They're when 2 people are talking about the same thing and both of them have different information completely, it's very strange.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's like us on Crime and Sports trying to figure out which Jack we're talking about. Yeah. It's that kind of thing where you're like, hold on, we have different info.
Only they're probably civil and they don't yell at each other.
Well, they're not comedians, that's why. They're not honest or fun. So Susie is talking to the sister saying, man, this is such a fairy tale, isn't it? I mean, I feel so bad because the mother of these 2 kids, Jason's dead wife, was such a good friend of Molly's, and how while this woman was dying of cancer, this Jason's dead wife and the kid's mother.
She died of cancer?
This is what the friend's saying. While she's dying of cancer, how this woman, asked Molly, please make sure to take care of my family, be the kid's godmother, take care of my kids.
Susie's saying all this.
Susie's telling the sister, this is amazing that what your brother's doing because, this is it's so nice of the dead woman to have to basically say, please take care of my kids. And now Molly's marrying the husband and, just like the wife wanted, and she can take care of her. Isn't this nice? Now, Jason's sister is like, huh?
The fuck you talking about?
Literally, what the fuck are you talking like that?
Oh boy.
Huh? She said, wait a second. No.
That
none
didn't
of
happen?
That. She said, none of that is true. And so Susie's like, what are you talking about? I just talked to her. She told me all of this. She told everybody all this. And she said, yeah, no, that is not, none of that's true at all.
Why would you?
She just said, she didn't die of cancer. And
why would you say that?
Molly never knew this woman. Never met her in her fucking life. Never talked to her once. So there's some confusion on the wedding day here. Now, let's find out how we got here to this point of awful confusion. Okay. Now, Jason Corbett is from Limerick, Ireland, which is amazing because we just did a Your Stupid Opinions episode this week with a movie theater in Limerick, Ireland. It's
where they eat pots of cheese with their popcorn.
Where they dipped, and so many people were defending that.
And they're so mad at mad at us
is crazy.
Thinking that's ridiculous.
Try dipping a kernel of popcorn in fucking cheese. It doesn't work. You can't pour it on when it's hot. All the popcorn will melt. You can't wait till it's cold. It'll just sit in clumps. There's no way to do it. If you dip it, the popcorn breaks. It's a mess. So
Americans figured it out. It's powdered cheese. That's what you do.
That's what you do. Yeah, exactly. Sprinkle that on and eat it. It's worse for you, too, so that's better. We figured it out. Yeah. Here, put this chemical cheese on your shit. Now, Jason is one of 8 siblings. So it's a big family. He's got
7 others.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of brothers and sisters, and he's got a twin brother named Wayne as well.
Oh, nice.
Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show and tell you how to save some money with Rocket Money.
RocketMoney.com.
Absolutely. You go, what is Rocket Money? Rocket Money is awesome, number one, but Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. They do such an awesome job. I paid for something for 6 years that I didn't use and didn't know was on there. They found it. I was adding up the money I'd spent. I was so angry and so happy with Rocket Money for finding it at the same time. Rocket Money's the real deal. It really does. They'll track down your subscriptions, and you can cancel within the app with just a few taps, saving you time. They have the app consolidates checking, savings, loans, and investments into a single dashboard to give you, a clear view of your financial picture. It can set budgets and goals. You get personalized insights and regular reports and receive real-time alerts for large transactions, upcoming bills, refunds, and low balances. They do so much. They'll try to lower your bills for you. They'll get on the phone with customer service. Really, it's awesome. I don't know anybody else who's going to do that for you. Right. They do it. They'll wait on hold for you, these people.
Wow.
That is worth it, because I'm not doing it.
No.
Rocket Money is, though. They do so well. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder. That's rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder. rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show and tell you a better way to feed your dog with Ollie.
OLLIE.com.
Absolutely. We love our dogs.
Oh, boy.
Jimmy just got a puppy. He loves the puppy. I love my dogs. It's winter time where they gather around us by the fire. We all hang out. It feels great. We love it. Enjoy hanging out on a cold night with your pups. And we wanted to give the dog the same kind of fresh start, slow down energy that we got going on here. Yeah. And Ollie is the way to do it. We switched to Ollie. It is fresh, human-grade meals, real ingredients, 5 slow-cooked recipes, tastes like a warm, comforting meal, but for dogs. You'll be jealous. You'll take it out and go, I want to eat some of that. You can sit right down on the floor.
Is there blueberries in there? That's not fair.
Geez, I want that. Yeah,
I not blueberries.
Have you ever picked food out of your dog's food and ate it before? Because I have, and it's good. It's human grade. You can do it here. It is human grade recipes backed by vet nutritionists and crafted with culinary experts. Dogs love the taste. Doesn't matter if your dog's picky, they're going to dive into this Ollie, I'll tell you right now, because they think they're getting your food.
Yeah.
So they're like, ooh, I'm getting away with something.
They're
into it. You can get tailored meal plans to meet your dog's specific needs, for weight, for things like that. Perfectly portioned meals in mess-free packaging. Comes with a scoop for easy serving and a pup tainer that you can store it in.
Yeah,
and it doesn't stink at all. It's it keeps the smell in. That's great. The Ollie app offers on-demand health screenings where you can tap real experts for pup peace of mind. It uses data from the Ollie Pack to develop new recipes and products for your dog. We really like these Ollie products. All 3 of my dogs tear this apart. They love it so much. You can tell their tails are doing that up and down.
Oh,
wag.
yeah.
You know, they get so crazy they can't even go side to side anymore. That's how they like it. Your dog's well-being starts with their food, and that's why Ollie delivers fresh, human-grade food that your dogs will love. Head to ollie.com/STM, tell them about your dog, and use the code STM to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box, so if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/STM and enter code STM to get 60% off your first box.
Now back to the show.
So his parents are John and Rita. And by the way, Limerick is in southwest in Ireland, down in that area of Ireland here.
I didn't know that.
His parents and siblings, a very close family. That's how he was raised. I mean, they're hard workers. They don't have a lot of money, but they're close and they work hard, and everybody will pitch in.
Okay.
You know, everybody talks. It's a very, very close, very open family that always hangs
Parents
out with.
Didn't have any money, so they made people to help.
Yeah, we need a bunch of people to do this, like the Amish. They're Irish Amish.
Yeah, fuck a crew out of her.
Yeah, that's right. So they said that everyone here, had to chip in, and Jason and his siblings always carry that too, as they're always very close. As they grow older, everybody stays in a lot of close touch and everything like that. Jason's known as everybody said he's a real laid back guy that always has a smile on his face. Very kind of humorous.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's like one of those happy Irish guys.
Fun drunk.
In America, we look at Irish people as two things: either angry and punching, or happy and smiling and singing songs and shit. One of the two. Either way, you're shit faced. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
I usually see them as angry and punching, or
singing
not punching.
a shanty. You know what I mean? One of the two.
Angry and subdued.
Or they're all arms around each other singing a song. One of the two.
That's just one day of the year.
Or causing a soccer riot. We don't know. Yeah. So that's kind of how this goes. But he's that guy, I guess. And everybody said he would come in and everything would kind of brighten up, basically. Okay. We'll talk about has a job and all that kind of thing. His sister, Tracy, we'll talk about her a lot in this. She said that she realized later that they definitely struggled to make ends meet as a kid. But she didn't know it at the time, really. So whatever was going on was working. Because she said we didn't feel poor. Yeah. Felt like we were fine.
Just didn't tell them the finances.
Yeah, and I mean, that's it. Also, if you grow up in an area where everybody's kind of your socioeconomic level, you don't really feel poor because it's the same as everything else. Yeah. They didn't have any rich kids in their high school. Like, hey, what the hell? Hold on a second. Parents buy their kids BMWs? What's going on?
That guy's driving a brand new Tahoe.
Jesus. So at one point, Dad lost his job, and Jason, who was still in school, got a part-time security job at the school sports center to help make extra cash just to give to the family. So that's everybody pitches in. It's one of those things. Nobody even thinks twice. Oh, well, he's doing that. I'll pick up the slack over here, and everything will even out here. Now, his sister, Tracy, says, quote, Jason is an amazing human being. When he was young, he was fun and vivacious, a little bit giddy. You would hear him before you would see him. We would just spend summers in Spanish Point in County Clare, hang out, fish, just kind of normal, traditional Irish upbringing, really.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds great. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So, he went to school. He gets a job with an international packaging company as a plant manager. So he's got a decent job. He makes good money over there, too. He's doing
international packaging company.
He's doing pretty well. That's when he meets Mags. Okay?
Yeah.
Mags is Margaret Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And this is going to be his future wife. And everybody said when they met, it was like immediate. Love at first sight. Everybody could see, these two were made for each other. Like nobody was against it. Everybody, if both sides of the family, everyone's like, this is great. It's probably good. You know what I mean? No one has anything there, any bad things to say about it. Tracy, the sister, said they were just so happy and so excited with life and so enthusiastic about it as well. So they end up, when they have kids, he says they had 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and she says they had their little prince and little princess. They married in 2003.
Okay.
So And when they, 2004, September, they have a son named Jack. And then August of 2006, they have a daughter named Sarah.
Okay.
So that's how this goes. And when their kids are born, everybody says rather than it causing any kind of tension, it brings everybody closer.
God, yeah, because that's where he's from.
They're loving it. Yeah, they said Jason loved his role as a father. He was dove into it head first. He would change diapers and read books. Not that, and there's women going, so? Not that that's bad, but it's also some guys don't do that. So say, all right, there you go.
Surprisingly rare. I know it sucks, but that's true.
Yeah, it's true. And everybody felt happy and safe and all that kind of thing. So it's very nice. He liked little things. He'd take the kids for walks in the park and stuff like that, and they'd all enjoy it. You know, things that are free and nice and just to spend time together. Now, Maggie, though, or Mags, I'm sorry, Margaret here, she's kind of the center of the family because he's at work, she's home with the kids, so she, you know, spends the most primary caregiver of these children here, and he loves her, loves the two kids. Everybody said it was a very stable and comfortable home that, you know, you'd go there. There was never any kind of just
discord
there's just no tension, none of that stuff.
Beautiful. Yeah.
You know, she saw the schedule. She helped Jason with his job and stuff that he had to bring home for work. And she's taking care of the kids and everything. And they're really, really happy. Everything's great. Then on November 21st, 2006, young Sarah is 11 weeks old. So Mags just had this young girl. I mean, less than 3 months ago. Yeah. Less than 3 months ago. Christ.
Oh, 11 weeks.
11 weeks old. She's brand new.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's the middle of the night, and she's feeding Sarah when she has an asthma attack. Yeah. Mags is a known asthmatic. She has a nebulizer. She has all that kind of thing. But this is a really bad acute attack, which these are dangerous.
Yeah, comes on fast.
Yeah. Mags' sister was there also. Jason came over and, you know, banged on the door. Oh, my God, we got to help her. What are we going to do?
Sure.
And she said she came in and, you know, her sister was not looking good. She was holding her chest and, you know, saying she
very
couldn't breathe.
severe. Yeah.
A severe acute asthma attack here. So now this happened before, and she's using her inhaler, and it's not working.
Oh, boy.
Not helping her at all.
Boy.
So Tracy, Jason's sister, said Mags woke Jason to say that she was feeling wheezy, and he sat her up. She started to take her nebulizer, and she started to get progressively worse. We found out later they called him in and told him that she had died in the ambulance on the way to the hospital.
She was already dead before they got there?
Before they got to the hospital. She died in the ambulance.
Right.
So they said it was likely due to an acute cardiorespiratory arrest secondary to known bronchospasm, according to the autopsy results here. She's only 31.
Jesus.
She's 31. Jason's 30. Jack is 2 years old. Sarah's 11 weeks old. So these kids will never remember their mother. That's sad.
Holy.
They'll never remember their mother, and now he is a 30-year-old
widower with two brand new babies.
Two small children, which is horrifying. And Jason is just crushed by this. Crushed.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's hard because the kids are too young to have any concept of it.
Right.
So you can't, like, even use each other as strength or anything like that. Yeah. You just have to be everything's fine in front of your kids. Otherwise, they're going to freak out.
For sure, because the loss of a mother can cause obvious problems. But seeing dad fall apart contributes even more.
It's not going to help. And now you're all they have. You're the son at this point. So you better come up every morning. You know what I mean?
Boy.
Or else shit's going to go bad. So he tried to focus on his kids and provide them with stability, and his family would help him a little bit because he's a single dad and he's working full time too, and so he's got family that'll help watch the kids. Someone will bring a food over for him at night, something like that, to, you know, try to help him out a little bit here. But it's still just a shock. No one expects a 31-year-old woman with an 11-week-old child.
Right.
And
drop dead.
That doesn't have a terminal illness to just drop dead. You know what I mean? So it's really, really bad. And the days are going by fast for Jason. Basically, he's got funeral, and he's still got the kids, and people calling him, making sure he's okay, and all that kind of thing. He was having night terrors.
Yikes!
I mean, he's having a bad fucking time. And we have her actual kind of coroner's report from her autopsy, and it said with acute cardiorespiratory arrest secondary to the bronchospasm thing we talked about. They said she was declared deceased at 2 a.m. They said she continued to deteriorate. She took the nebulizer, and it didn't help, and then she collapsed on the way to the hospital, and despite resuscitation, declared dead at 2 a.m., and they said there was, quote, there was no evidence of any external injuries. Very important. No bruises, no anything, no scratches, just can't breathe. That's it. So they said that's how that went. This is what from Maggie's sister, or Mags's sister, I'm sorry. She said that basically Sarah had gotten up to eat, and she and Jason, Mags and Jason, sat up and laughed and talked for a little bit while they were feeding, and then they fell back asleep. Sarah got settled back down and fell asleep. She, quote, in the early hours, Mags woke Jason to say she was having an asthma attack and decided to take her nebulizer. Soon she realized it was not giving her relief. She knew these chest pains were somehow different. Jason called an ambulance and went to wake Catherine, who was living with them at the time, while she waited for her new house to be ready. Mags told Catherine she was scared. Instead of waiting for the paramedics, Jason stayed on the phone with them as he drove Mags toward the city to meet an ambulance en route.
Smart move.
So he said, I'll fucking take you to the ambulance.
I'm coming to you.
Yeah. Which is, that's, you want to save her. Catherine later said that she knew something was badly wrong when Mags, who was so image conscious, basically, got into the car in her pajamas. She said, something's really wrong. Yeah. She said, Mags kept saying in the kitchen, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Which, if you have something where you can't breathe right, you feel like you're going to die. It's just, breathing is something you do without thinking. So if it's labored, you go, oh my God, I'm going to die. Right. I need to be able to breathe. So it was too late, and poor Mags is gone. But yeah, she said she kept saying, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. That's what she felt like. So for the next year and a half after the death, Jason is just relying on family, and he's got to be
balls off.
He's got to be in a fog.
Yeah.
There's no way that man sleeps even close to 8 hours a night.
No way.
He's not sleeping.
Not in a row.
No, working, got kids.
Yeah.
It's plus just the absolute fucking sadness and heartbreak, everything. Yeah, the complete annihilation of your life and everything that goes on in it. It has to be a lot for him. I can't imagine that. So, but his family tried to help, which is nice. They would help him with childcare. They'd come clean the house. They would just come over and bring dinner. The neighbors helped out. Everybody helped, but they still don't have a mom, these kids, and that's the hard part. And the kids are suffering. Jack apparently was becoming increasingly reclusive as he's 2. Yeah. A 2-year-old just yanked their mother away.
Right.
They don't know what happened. That was
a boy. That was all
the light in the universe, and it just went out. So where the hell did that happen? And a 2-year-old can't process.
No.
They just know mom's here and then mom's not here.
Right.
They need their mother, and they need their parents. So Sarah also at that point wouldn't sleep through the nights very well. So I mean, she's very young. I don't know if that can affect a young child like that, but I bet it can.
I'm sure.
I bet the lack of it's got to.
And outside of America, people breastfeed much longer than we do. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure. She may have still been breastfeeding. So that's
it was only 11. She's only 11 weeks.
Oh, I keep sticking with 11 months.
No,
she's 100% still breastfeeding. Right?
Yeah, she's not even 3 months old. If she breastfed at all, she's still
that poor
doing
thing's life is so changed.
It's a lot. And Jason starts to get sad because he's having a hard time, and sometimes it's hard for him to be patient the whole time. If you haven't slept in weeks and you're sad and the kids are crying and all that, you can just go, everybody shut up. You can just, lose your mind.
Yeah.
And he felt bad. He thought he's failing his kids, and he's fucking up. He's like, it's all on me now to be the mom and the dad, and I'm fucking up. I'm not doing it all so well. So he slogs through it, though, and he realizes that, people can help and relatives can bring dinner over and mom can watch the kids, but it's not going to, it doesn't cover a mother.
It doesn't fix,
It doesn't cover the other parent. So he needed somebody that would be around and would give them regular attention, someone they could count on, essentially. Yeah. So he didn't know what to do. He said, okay, maybe I'll get a nanny.
All right.
He said, that'll work. He said it was weird, though, to have a stranger in his house because he wasn't used to that kind of thing. Yeah. But he said these kids need somebody. So that's what he said. So he's looking for a babysitter, and he's trying to figure something out. He hoped that, he could get everybody back on track and on a good pace here. Yeah. And he knew that that's what Mags would have wanted as well, is to, keep it together and don't just completely fall apart in front of the kids. Mm-hmm. So he would try to just keep laughter going, everybody said. He tried to, make the kids laugh and stuff like that. And he's looking for a nanny. And he said, though, he needs to find a qualified applicant, which is difficult, obviously. Yeah. And he's searching for someone who basically they need security, they need attention, they need affection, these kids. Yeah. So that's who he's looking for, anything he could get. He really thought about it, too. He put up an ad saying widowed father, 2 kids with a picture of him and the 2 kids. Hi, please help. Essentially, please help me. Things are a mess, and I can't fix them. It's hard.
There's a picture of us, picture our home.
Yeah. So he said that he was seeking out traits that his wife had. Mm-hmm. Calmness and tolerance and being gentle and actually really liking the kids and not just someone who's here for a paycheck, basically. So he's interviewing people, he's getting references, he's talking to the references and all that kind of thing. And he said it was really, really hard to do, though, just to think about who you're going to leave your kids with all day long. Yeah. And this is like a live-in nanny situation he's looking for. He's looking for someone who will like clean up the house. He's looking to buy a wife, essentially. Like, buy a housewife, like raising kids, a homemaker.
Minus the relationship.
Yeah. Basically a homemaker. Like, I'll go work and you keep the home and that kind of deal, but I'll pay you at the end of it. Mm-hmm. So that's what he's doing here. And the first au pair he hired is from the Czech Republic. Mm-hmm. And that was fine. She was okay, but the language barrier made it really hard.
And a little aggressive.
Yeah, it was mainly the language barrier, though. He couldn't really talk to her, and she had a hard time talking to the kids, so it was like hard to really... She sounded
mad all the time.
And everything she said just had an edge on it. It was weird. Then she got a girl from Spain, and same thing. She didn't really speak good English, and he doesn't speak any Spanish. And if you've heard an Irish accent, you don't want to even hear someone with that accent attempt Spanish. You absolutely don't. The last thing you want is someone...
language, really.
No, English is funny. So
English is wild with them.
Yeah. Now, in addition to the language barrier, neither of these women were looking for a long-term thing. A lot of these women, they like to travel, and this is a skill they have, and they want to stay in Ireland for a while, and 6 months later, they want to go somewhere else.
Or they patch this in between careers that one just ended just abruptly. I'll do this for a while until I can find another one. Sure.
Well, in Europe, the nanny situation, especially, once there was the EU and all that kind of thing, and you could move freely, they didn't mind. They'd just go work in other countries, and they would travel all the time. So
that's scary.
Yeah, he just wanted stability. He wanted someone who spoke English and basically was looking for a long-term thing. Okay. Wanted to be there for years and speaks English. So that's a tough thing to find. Finally, in February 2008, he gets an email from a 25-year-old woman from Knoxville named Molly Martins. Okay. Now, Molly Martins, born in 1984. She's born in Knoxville, Tennessee, like we said. Her parents are Tom Martins, who's born around 1950, because we'll talk a lot about him, and Sharon Martins is her mother. Now, Tom is a career FBI agent.
Waited a while to have kids. He was 34.
Yeah, which is normal. Now that's very normal.
Yeah.
Nobody
in the 80s, that was interesting, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, or maybe they. Well, she's not the only kid they have too.
I was just gonna say. I'm assuming that. Yeah, that's a crazy assumption. Whatever.
So, He worked half his career in criminal stuff in the FBI and half in counterintelligence.
Oh.
So that's a sneaky motherfucker, number one. Anybody in counterintelligence.
He's trying to be sneakier than the sneakiest.
Exactly.
That's wild.
He also has interrogation training and all these trained others and that sort of thing, from what I understand. That's just what I heard. She has 3 brothers, Molly.
Yeah.
So it's 3 brothers and Molly.
Oh, boy.
Which is a
surprise,
the dynamic there you can see already. Yeah. So she grows up in Knoxville, like we said. She had a lot of problems growing up here. Now, her father's a real well-respected FBI agent. The family, they do well financially. Everything's very stable. They have very high standards, this family. Yeah. And Molly really was close to her dad, which she's the only girl, so she's going to be close to her dad.
And Dad has seen what this world has to offer. He's going to protect her.
I would think so. Yeah. So everybody says that she seeks out praise a lot from her dad. Mm-hmm. She's always looking for praise from her dad. And she found it hard to live up to expectations. Molly's very pretty. Yeah. At one point later on, the news broadcasts say she was a model, which I can't really find what she was modeling, but she's trying to be a model at one point. She's intelligent and things like that, but she is down on herself all the time. Everybody else is better than her, she thinks, and that kind of thing. She's odd. So through high school, she goes and she ends up enrolling at Clemson University.
Nice.
After high school, she didn't know what she wanted to do yet, but she knew she needed to go to college. But due to some problems she had, academic difficulties, and from what I understand, some social problems, she ended up dropping out before she graduates Clemson. Oh. So that's tough. She had a hard time picking what she wanted to do, what she wanted to be.
Yeah.
She just had a hard time, like a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's a wild expectation we put on children.
Yeah, know what you want to do for the next 50 years when you're 17.
Yeah, you know how you don't know shit? Know
about
it right
the world?
Now.
Yeah. Figure it out real fast and make a plan.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. She tried a bunch of different jobs and tried different professional things, and nothing really just fit her. You know what I mean? Okay. She wanted to feel important. She wanted to do stuff like that. Molly just continued to struggle. And her parents kind of prop her up the whole time. They try to really help her out and things like that. And she wanted to do something. And she made a decision. She got applied for and was taken on by a nanny agency.
Yeah.
That's how people find those generally. And she found Jason's ad and said, overseas might be good.
That would be fun.
I can work as a nanny and I can have, influence over these kids and do that kind of thing. And I can also, go see Ireland. That sounds fun.
Sounds great.
Cool. So they end up going back and forth and he says, all right, come on over.
Okay.
So she flew to Ireland on March 10th, 2008. Now, at customs, she's initially denied entry.
Oh.
Because she'd only bought a one-way ticket and didn't have a proper work visa.
Yeah, that seems weird.
Yeah, well, it's like you don't have the paperwork to work, so when the fuck are you going home, essentially?
Yeah.
You can't just stay here.
When are you getting the fuck out of here?
What's up with the one-way? But she somehow talked her way into it. I don't know if she bought everybody around or how it works over there. But
probably, yeah.
That'll
you
probably
don't have
get
the right
you.
Paperwork. Well, what's this Guinness say about my paperwork? It's in order to me.
Looking better all the time. It's looking better, I tell you.
2 Guinnesses would be better.
It'd be better than 1. So, that is fucking hilarious. One of the friends was there, one of Jason's friends, and said, I met Molly the day she arrived in the airport. And this Jason's friend Lynn is this person. Went with him to the airport to meet her. Basically, come with me so it doesn't just look like me standing here like a weirdo. Right. She didn't like Molly at first.
Really?
So I met Molly the day she arrived at the airport, and my first thoughts and the first sentence to my husband were, quote, this is not what Jason needs right now.
Oh, boy.
This is bad. She said, the minute I saw her with the big bouncing curls, she was in her 20s. She had a big, bright-colored coat, fur collar, cowboy boots, was dressed and makeup done like a pageant queen, as we would say.
He's going to try to fuck her.
Yeah. She seemed just not the nanny type.
Right.
Which at the same time is, I mean, she can't be attractive and want to hang out with kids too. You know what I mean?
No.
Like that's, but no, not in
Not
a living situation with a grieving man.
Blinded by, and you know what I mean? It's going to be so quick for us to be like, well.
She's got to look like fucking Marla Hooch from League of Their Own. Yes. You know what I mean? That's
she needs to
essentially
look like Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Something like that, yeah. So the kids love Molly.
Yeah.
She's great with the kids. Mm-hmm. She took it seriously. She got to know the kids. She tried to get in with the household. She didn't want to disturb anything. Like, she really knows how to be a guest. Not really a guest because she's living in, but knows how to incorporate herself here. Jack was about 4 at this point. He didn't really trust people. He still got there's still something there that you're like, there's something, losing his mom messed him up a little bit. Yeah. And he missed his mother, obviously. Jesus Christ, a 4-year-old. Sarah is 2. So she's just looking for someone to be with her. She doesn't care. Yeah. So Molly does her best and she plays with them. She plays games. She reads them stories and, tries to do all that kind of shit. Takes them to the park. Yeah. Does everything. And after a while, the kids know that she's a trusted person that if they're upset, they can turn to. And she became a real, consistent presence in their life, which is exactly what Jason was looking for here. Right. And it helped relieve Jason's anxieties. He knew the kids were fine. He knew that they were taken care of. He knew that their emotional needs are being met. So you don't have to freak out at work and feel, all upset and like you have to get home because something bad could be happening. And so Molly's just there. And Jason said he could see his kids transforming. They got happier. They got more secure.
Yeah.
They got more outgoing. It just changed everything to have this person here. So he was like, wow, this is a godsend, this woman. He said now everything became bearable. Everything he had to do became easier. And, he could concentrate on working and doing well there and getting a promotion and all that kind of thing. And Molly dug it too.
Okay.
She dug the whole house and everything. The only thing that was hard for her was a completely new culture.
Yeah.
Ireland and Tennessee could not be more different. They really couldn't.
Yeah, it's great here, but this is a lot of fish.
You couldn't be more different. It just couldn't be. The people couldn't be more different. The attitudes couldn't be more different. The climate couldn't be more different. I mean, nothing could be more different. It rains 349 days a year in fucking Ireland, man.
But it's all green.
It's beautiful and green.
Yeah.
And the one day when the clouds open up, everyone goes out and enjoys it. So, they become friends, Jason and Molly. They're hanging out. When they sit down and eat a meal together, they're the 2 adults.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Talk to the 4-year-old about everything? Right. Eventually, the conversation has to go to an adult. And then after the kids would go to bed, then they'd end up hanging out and talking and everything like that. And, he would talk about everything that he's going through, and she would listen to him, and everything was wonderful. Obviously, they're hooking up. That's what ends up happening. Yeah. Now, by pretty much all accounts, this started pretty fast, like within the first month.
Well, I mean, the hot chick just got off a plane and she's coming to my house.
Not to mention, you're sad and you're lonely and you haven't been with a woman in over 2 years.
Yeah, and if this woman's even remotely interested, I'm certainly going to do whatever.
And the kids like her and it feels good. I mean, this would be, I don't blame it. It's obviously a thing that could happen
Whatever happens
here.
after a couple of pints happens.
It happened. So there was people that said it happened like the first day, which I'm not sure about that. I can't see that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I would think he would be a little awkward, and it'd be more about introducing them to the kids on the first day and getting them together. I don't think you'd be like, so what's up with you? Let's talk about it.
They likely had some sort of conversation before she, you know what I mean? They probably talked a bit on the phone or
a little bit,
emails or whatever. Sure.
So, but she's charming and she's pretty and she likes the kids, and so he saw this is great, and people around them saw them getting closer as well. And what's going on here with these two? And little chitter chatters of conversation about what's going on. They little prolonged looks and a little laugh and touch on the arm and that kind of thing. And you can tell when people are kind of getting closer than being an employee-employer relationship.
Yeah, I mean, any affection that you see and you go, what's going on there? It's very obvious.
Yeah. Now, Jason at this point, too, is like he'll gain a lot of weight after this. He's like a thin guy in the beginning, and
she fattens him up.
He gets pretty hefty after a while.
She's feeding him well.
I don't know if she's feeding him. Someone's feeding him something.
Okay.
He's or genetics or some shit, but he's getting a bit chubby on the chubby side as this goes here. And but I mean, he's settling down,
Yeah.
So she kind of wanted to be a member of the family, it looked like, and she would be receptive to criticism about her, role and what she's doing with the kids. And they said she would put her own needs last and, put the kids ahead of everything and all of that. But eventually they end up being together here. Now, Lynn, the friend, said she was good with the kids. Jason started to smile a bit more. There was definitely something between them. The two of them looked very happy. Jason was always a romantic type. He shouldn't have been alone for the rest of his life. And that's the thing. Yeah. People aren't like, hey, what's he doing? She's been dead for years.
Right.
What do you want this guy to do?
Yeah.
Wait till the kids are 20 to fucking go out, and when he's in his 60s he can find somebody? This is crazy.
He's supposed to just wander around the rest of his life and say,
sad and lonely.
My wife, my ex-wife, or it's not even an ex-wife.
My wife,
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So that's real bad. So, I mean, he was concerned about how the children would react to this, and so was Molly. But the fact is, the kids don't really remember Mom. So,
right. Yeah.
They just know Molly as the woman that kind of fills in that role at this point. So, thanks to HomeServe for sponsoring this episode.
HomeServe.com.
Absolutely. Owning a home's great. I mean, it's a wonderful feeling. It feels good, but, 1 minute you're cooking in the kitchen, and the next minute you're wading through a basement full of water up to your knees. That's a problem. That's the only thing that's not fun about opening a home is repairs don't care about timing, and they don't take your budget into consideration, unfortunately. So you got to do that. You protect everything else you have, your health, your car, you protect everything. How about your home? It's your biggest investment.
Right.
And things go awry, the costs can hit hard, and boy, they can come fast and overwhelm you. That's where HomeServe comes in to calm the whole thing down, make it all a little more manageable. Regular homeowners insurance usually doesn't cover a lot of the day-to-day wear and tear, plumbing failures, HVAC breakdowns, electrical issues. You're on your own there.
Right.
That's if a wall doesn't fall down, they're not interested. You know what I mean? That's where HomeServe comes in. It's like a subscription for your home. For as little as $4.99 a month, they've got your back. Repairs hit fast and hard. You could be searching for a contractor in a panic, or you could already be on the phone with HomeServe's 24/7 hotline scheduling a repair. Make your life easier. Simplify. Yes. And it is super simple. Choose a plan for your needs and your budget. When something on your plan goes wrong, just call their 24/7 hotline to start the repair process. They've helped homeowners like you and us for over 20 years with a trusted national network of over 2,600 local contractors with 4.5 million customers and a 4.8 out of 5 post-repair rating and an A+ at the Better Business Bureau. Wow. They're the real deal. This is the best way to get these repairs done on your home. I've used HomeServe. They're excellent. And I remember back in the days not having anything like this and being in a panic when warm air starts blowing out of your air conditioner. Oh, my God, what am I going to do? Yeah. It's terrifying. It really is. So I've had this where my air conditioning went out in Phoenix in the summer, and you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You don't have to be. HomeServe can take care of all of this for you. They do such a great job. It was so expensive to get that fixed. We had to borrow money. It was a nightmare. Could have just had HomeServe. It's ridiculous. Help protect your home systems and your wallet with HomeServe against covered repairs. Plans start at just $4.99 a month. Go to HomeServe.com to find the plan that's right for you. That's HomeServe.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 and $11.99 a month your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.
Now back to the show.
Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a better way to shop with Thrive Market.
ThriveMarket.com?
That's the one, Jimmy. ThriveMarket.com. You will be thriving with Thrive Market. Healthy's hard. We get that. But Thrive Market will help you make it easy. you can, just with the small swaps, little things that you can swap out can help so much. Trusted ingredients and personalized shopping that fits your lifestyle. Thrive Market is the easiest way to make better choices without feeling overwhelmed, all delivered straight to your door. And they really do. They have so much stuff, just little things you can swap out. Like Sarah can't eat gluten, so they have these awesome chips that are really good that I didn't even know were gluten-free, and I'm eating them like crazy. I love their tortilla chips that they have. Others, the snack stuff. It's so good and not terrible for you. That's what's great. You can actually eat better and do better with Thrive Market, and it's so simple to do. It really is. I mean, you don't want it to feel like all these sacrifices. No. You want to feel like you're living your life. You work all day, you come home, you want to sacrifice more? No. You want to eat something decent. So healthy living, doesn't have to be boring, doesn't have to be expensive. Thrive Market will get you where you need to go. If eating better feels overwhelming, that's because you're not shopping in the right place. Right. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, healthy eating does not have to feel like it's a restrictive diet, saying no all the time. Thrive Market makes it easy to say yes to thousands of healthier versions of your favorites without giving up on taste or breaking the bank. They make it easy. Scan anything with the barcode scanner that they have, and it instantly swaps it out for a better version of that. Wow. That's so cool, so you don't have to go searching for it. Personalized shopping is also great that they have here. Instead of the struggle of trying to figure out what foods fit your health goals, Thrive Market will do the hard work for you. Easily shop by 90-plus diet and lifestyle filters to find exactly what you want without second-guessing. High-protein meals, low-sugar meals, GLP-1 friendly options, or gluten-free staples. AI-powered cart remembers your habits, cutting decision fatigue out, too. You don't have to think because Thrive Market knows what you like. So they'll bring it with you. And also, Thrive Market ensures the food you eat has the healthiest quality, the highest quality, the healthiest quality, and free of 600-plus sketchy ingredients, so every choice is verified by experts, and it feels intentional and safe, and it's great. Thrive Market's great. It's an easy way to shop, really excellent for finding the healthy stuff to switch out. We use it. I think you should use it, honestly. That's our advice as friends. Go out and get Thrive Market. Join Thrive Market with our link, thrivemarket.com/smalltownmurder for 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift.
Wow. And now back to the show.
Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you about the safest sponsor there is, Simply Safe.
SimplySafe.com, S-I-M-P-L-I, safe.com.
We love Simply Safe.
Yeah.
We love it. They've been around for years with us, and that is because it's from the heart. It's great. Right. It's just a great home security system. You can't beat it. You know how, certain times, you hear maybe cases on small town murder, and you're like, oh boy, I better double check the locks on everything and, do all of that stuff. We do that too.
Yeah.
Except what you don't want is a home security system that only goes off after someone's already inside.
I don't want that.
That's useless. What's that going to do? Yeah, your whole family's,
You're in trouble.
Yeah, they're stacking your family up like cordwood. Stealing all your stuff, and the alarm, it's go woo, 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 big deal, great. You don't need that. Traditional security systems basically say, hey, someone got in. Simply Safe Home Security is much different because it's built to stop crimes before they start. They're going to prevent this stuff. They've got this double layer of defense. They have their AI-powered cameras that can spot a threat, a real threat, while they're still outside your home and alert the live monitoring agents. And those agents, they don't just watch. They'll jump in, they'll yell at them, hey, moron, get out of here. Hey, criminal, go away. The cops are on the way. They can actually talk to the intruder, let them know they're on camera and that police are on the way, and they could even trigger a loud alarm siren, a spotlight if they need to. So it's not all on you to see a notification in time and go, oh, wow, someone's in my house. We love Simply Safe. It protects our homes, our offices. We've used it for years, and it's just the best there is. It's top-notch. You're going to feel better. Get yourself some peace of mind with the best home security system you're going to get. And Simply Safe has been named one of the best home security systems by U.S. News and World Report for 5 years in a row, trusted by over 5 million people to help protect their homes, including us. So protect your home with Simply Safe and get 50% off any new system for a limited time. Just go to simplysafe.com/small. That's SIMPLI safe.com/small. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Now back to the show.
It seems to work out. As 2009 progresses, they're getting closer and closer. Yeah. But Jason has some concerns. He's happy, but he's also concerned. Listen, are we moving too fast? because it's one thing to say this is nanny Molly. It's another thing to say this is like new mom Molly.
Right.
Those are two separate roles. So what if the kids get too attached and things don't work out between us?
Yeah, they've already lost a woman in their life.
Exactly. I don't need them losing anybody else. So before we get into that, it's interesting. Yeah. So they're talking. I have emails here.
Oh.
From him saying, now I really wish things could have been different. If we had just dated first, then you would know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I loved you, just you all by yourself.
Yeah, but this employer-boss relationship thing is weird.
And like you're immediately in the family. It's not just like me and you, and then we bring the kids into it. It started, we reversed it. So it's a weird situation. If things had been different, and we could have dated and flirted and had frivolous conversations and nice dinners and drinks and, dress up clothes. I wish we had that normal year where you thought I was beautiful all the time and was never without, this is her to him, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And was never without makeup, never saw me sick, never saw me in my grandma nightgown. So she's saying, I wish this could have been,
a proper courtship.
Yeah, rather than the first night you saw me with cold cream all over my face before you.
Those fucking under eye strips.
Yeah, those things and Biore strips going across. It's 2007 or whatever. I'm trying to think of what she would be using. So she said, but the fact is we just didn't. And although I wish we had that at first, I wouldn't give up what we did have for anything. Yeah, I'd like to add to the beginning. I'd like to add that onto the beginning. But all in all, if I just got to pick one or the other, I'll pick what we had, because this is reality, and isn't reality enough? Shouldn't it be enough that you know me at my best and my worst and that I love you throughout? Maybe we should count ourselves lucky to have taken the crash course on lifelong relationships. Sure, we have a lot to learn. Everyone does, but we've been through what most couples get in a decade, and we've had it all in our first year.
Okay.
It's true.
So she's just having a stream of consciousness email.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass to read.
She's just saying this is the reasons why maybe we're fine. She said, you think we can just go back to dating? Have you actually thought about that? Because apparently he brought that up. You can't just go back in time, especially if it never happened in the first place. You can't just now pretend we don't know each other and we're dating. Right. You can't leave from the same house and get ready in the same room and act like you just got to the restaurant at the, pick her up at the door.
Role play? This is weird.
Tell you what, I'll pull out of the driveway. I'll go drive around the block, and then I'll come up to the door and knock on it and pick you up, and I'll open your door for you and shit. What are we talking about here?
Just end up at this bar, and I'll just call you by a different name.
Yeah, she said, I don't expect you to wait. I know what you are expecting out of life, and I know that you feel it's what you want. I truly hope that's what happens. You're right. It does put pressure on us to sink or swim, and that pressure after after 5 months we should not be under. Yeah, it should be the honeymoon phase of the relationship. Not even. We should be having fun, getting to know one another, going on dates, not husband and wife. It's what I was trying to say yesterday. That as adults we can work through this, and if it doesn't work, then we reluctantly move on. My concern is for Jack and Sarah. They've had enough tragedy in their short lives, and whilst I know that they are resilient, I'm nervous about putting them through any further. So this is his response back to her, obviously, because Americans don't say whilst. So I keep saying if this was a normal relationship, we'd be dating and the kids would not have so much exposure until we were sure we could move forward. So that's what he's saying, basically, is, that's what I'm concerned about. That's it. He said at one point, he wrote, I'm really scared, Molly. I don't want to lose you, but more so I don't want to risk Jack or Sarah losing another mother if we don't work out. That's what the email says. I mean, that's really fair. And she goes back and says, I'm 25 and I know that I want love, eventually a husband and a family, and I want those things with you. But if you don't think you have those things, or I might hate you for a while, but I'd understand, then I'm not going to be strung along until you decide you've reached a decision. Oh. So now she's saying, look, shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, I'm 25. I'm about to be 70.
I'm 25. Biological clock is ticking, man. It's crazy. So, but she's saying, look, obviously we can't go back and start dating again.
Yeah.
That's not going to work. We are where we are now. So do we just proceed with it, or do we say, fuck it, even though we're happy and everything's going great, we didn't start out the right way, so we can't be together because that might hurt.
Yeah. She's doing a lot of overthinking.
Yeah, they both are, it feels like.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, that's the thing, though. When you get into a relationship, when you have these kids, either you're in it or you're not, and either it works out or it doesn't. But you can't guarantee a positive outcome for anything.
Yeah, it feels as though she's like worried about what other people think too about it.
I don't get that.
How it appears, like the optics of it.
That.
No?
I'm not getting that. I think they're saying that their relationship would be different, but either way, I think either way they're at where they're at. There's no way to.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Turn
Just
back the clock.
Start the relationship or fucking end this thing.
Yeah, they live in the same house, so you can't go. Okay, yeah, let's pretend we're dating now. It's just. Just weird. She said the right decision for you really might be to say goodbye. I can't know how or why that would be right, but that's not really for me to decide. I don't want to spend my life with someone who isn't sure about me either.
Okay.
So it's shit or get off the pot time.
Yeah.
Essentially. Now, he says, fine, you know what? We're happy. The kids like you a lot. What am I going to do? Stop? Because if he stops the whole relationship and everything, he's going to have to fire her, and then he's extracting her from the kids' lives anyway. So it's like you want to. It's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah. And is he trying to like shield himself from future pain or the kids from future pain when you really can't do that in the world? It's impossible.
If you're going to do that, it's just going to cause pain and forever. You're never gonna heal.
You have to go through it, plow through, and then if shit breaks, pick up the pieces afterwards. That's all you can do as a human being. You know, I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I feel like that's all you can do.
You got to try. Fuck, man. Yeah. Life isn't just fucking wait for the perfect moment for everything. You're never going to have one.
Absolutely. So at this point now, it's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
A widower found new love, she loves the kids, and she's nice to them. And
she's hot.
She's hot, and this is a beautiful. He's Irish and fun.
This is great. Yeah,
it's great, and her resume looked real impressive too. She told Jason she graduated from Clemson.
Yeah,
she's also had been vetted and approved as a foster parent. She told him, and had extensive experience with children.
Okay.
Problem is, we know the Clemson thing isn't true.
No, that's not true,
and neither are the other two things.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
Why would she do this? She dropped out of Clemson. She was never a foster parent, and the only, quote, experience with children she had was babysitting as a teenager.
So,
what's
the deal?
She wants to go to Ireland and be a nanny, so she made a bunch of shit up.
All right.
Same way people make up all sorts of shit in their resumes all the time.
Yeah, because they want something. Yeah.
They want something. And also, this is another thing that we didn't know. When Molly applied for the au pair position, she was engaged already.
What?
When she showed up, she was engaged to another man.
What the fuck happened there?
Oh, well, let's find out because we have his quotes. Let's find out from the ex-fiance. Keith McKinnon is his name.
She told me she wanted to go see the Blarney Stone, and then she never came back.
I don't know. She said, I'm going to see if Guinness is better over there.
Yeah,
I hear they really know how to pour
shepherd's
it.
Pie.
Yeah, that's how it is. I just want to see sheep. I have a real fucking hankering for mutton right now. So Keith McKinnon, the ex-fiance, says, quote, the first time I met her, I was just floored because she was stunning. And she is very pretty and blonde.
She's gorgeous,
Yeah. To her credit, she did tell me early that she had bipolar.
Oh?
She was no longer able to work or anything. She pretty much couldn't keep a job. She couldn't do the nannying stuff anymore. I think we'd been together about a year and we got engaged.
She's disabled by mental health?
Yes, that's what he's saying. We don't know. And that's his statement, but they were engaged. So, I mean, who knows? He said she had significant mental health struggles. She had migraines, insomnia, spent a lot of time, quote, soaking in the bathtub, or sometimes just crying on the bathroom floor.
Same, baby.
Wow, I was going to say, if you add a bottle of wine and a joint to that, I'll invite her over and we can all have a good cry. All of us.
I mean, welcome to adulthood. This is hard, isn't it?
It is.
Jesus Christ.
Might I suggest adding wine to that cocktail?
Have a tall bottle of wine.
Oh, man. So He claims that he and her had recently, before she left, been in a psychiatric ward together. Like inpatient hospitalization. And then out of nowhere, she said she was going to look for nannying jobs in Europe.
You have
you couldn't leave the bathroom last week.
Yeah, you have breakdowns on the bathroom floor when a 2-year-old requires your attention. You can't be laid out on the bathroom crying.
No, you can't. So Keith said she told me, I think initially she was going to be gone for like a week, and then I think it might have been 10 days before I heard anything. Yeah. I knew she was not in a good mental state whatsoever. I didn't know how safe it was for her to be going over and nannying for somebody's children. We had just been in a psych ward. What the fuck is happening? So I knew she wasn't in a mental state to do it.
Yeah, Nurse Ratched was just medicating us, and now she's trying to take care of babies?
We just followed a giant Indian out a window, and now here we are. What the fuck are you talking about?
This isn't even our boat.
This is crazy. He said, so I knew she wasn't in a mental state to do it. And this is the internet. I mean, you don't know what the hell you're getting from overseas, some person.
Right. The baby needs a diaper change. Yeah, I'm in the bath.
I'll be out tomorrow. Don't worry about it. So 10 days of silence, and then he finally gets an email. The old fiance Keith here. Yeah. He says, so she finally emailed and said, sorry for not calling you, but I also don't know if I am ever coming back. I need to move on.
Dear Keith.
Dear Keith letter, yeah.
Oh, boy.
What I found out later was that, say hi to everyone at the hospital for me.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Wow. What I found out later was that not only did I not exist when she went to Ireland, but she and Jason started a relationship very quickly. So he was like, I'm out, I guess. We were engaged a minute ago.
Holy.
And by the way, if you need mental help, go to a goddamn psych ward. We're just saying, as soon as you get out, maybe don't apply to be an overseas child care person. Maybe work on your issues first. That's all we're saying.
Ireland was accurate to be like, I don't know that you belong here, lady.
We don't. Yeah, who are you? And she goes, but look, I'm blonde. I'm practically a redhead. Let me in. So Valentine's Day, and if you say my name with an Irish, Molly Martins, it sounds real. Molly Martins. It sounds real Irish if you say it. See, look, when you say it, it sounds Irish as fuck.
It sounds Irish as fuck.
It's Molly Martins. Yes. Sounds like I own a pub. Molly Martins pub. Come on in. Been here since 1642. We have. Yes, we have.
Breath stinking of harp.
Yeah. So Valentine's Day 2010. Mm-hmm. She's been here for almost 2 years. Yeah. They're at a restaurant in Limerick called Freddy's Bistro.
Yeah.
And Jason proposes.
Wow.
It is time to make this for real. And Molly says yes, and she's jacked about it, man.
Really?
She's excited. She immediately, that night, she is planning her wedding back in the States.
Oh, boy.
Near her family in Tennessee.
We're coming home for this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like, listen, I know you live here and everything, but I got a bunch of Susies over there that need to be.
We're going to make this American legal.
Yeah, we're doing this America style here.
All right.
So she's planning. Jason's sister, Tracy, said, they came and said they got engaged, and we opened a bottle of champagne and toasted their future. Was he happy? He was happy. Yeah, he was. He was in love. He loved Molly.
Yeah.
And she said, the sister, when they walked in, because we'll tell you, there's several books that we're quoting from in here and a documentaries, and we'll give you the name of everything at the end here. I just don't want to give everything away.
Sure.
So she said, Tracy, when they walked in, next time Tracy saw them after they got engaged, she was holding her hand up, showing the ring. Like, look what I got.
Showing everybody.
Yeah, hey, look at that. So everybody was all clapping and excited. And then at the wedding, they get married in 2011, June 4th. That's when Susie tells Tracy, the sister, oh, yeah, that's such a nice story about she knew Margaret, and Margaret died of cancer and asked her to be the mother, and, oh, this is so beautiful. And the sister's like,
crazy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She died of an asthma attack.
There was a Czech lady in your room before you. What are you talking about?
There's
some lady from the Czech Republic. Some lady from Prague was in here. What do you want? So that's not the only weird Molly lie.
No? Why did she do that anyway?
I don't know. Molly's got some weird shit. That's what I mean. These are not necessary lies.
Yeah, you could. The truth is just as romantic.
I mean. She didn't even have to say he was the person she was working for. If she wanted to lie, she could have said, I went to Ireland, I met this wonderful man, and we fell in love and got married.
It's fine. What are you, Goldie Hawn? Calm down.
What do you need to tell? How much of a story do you need?
Right. Why do you need to create?
Well, it gets weirder, man. She's a member of a book club, apparently, allegedly here.
Sure.
This is what other people say. We don't know how true it is, but
I don't know
several people said it. Molly was explaining, talking about the act of giving birth to Sarah at the book club, talking about what it was like to give birth to her and the day that it happened. And, we ran to the hospital and he grabbed my bag and
as if she's the actual mother.
The actual whence from her vagina fucking mother.
Okay.
Shot it out of her crotch.
Why does she need that to be true?
The fucked up part is there are several people in the room while this is happening that know the whole story. And they're like, why is she saying this?
Why is she doing this?
And she knows they know.
What in the fuck?
That's what I mean. It's like she can't help it. It's fucking crazy. And it goes back further. In college, this is crazy. She kept a framed photo of a young girl by her dorm bed. And when her roommate asked her who that is, she told her, it's my sister who died of cancer. She doesn't even have a fucking sister, Jimmy. She never did. She has 3 brothers. She's the only girl.
What does she need sympathy for?
I don't know. That's what I mean. And the photo came with the fucking frame. It wasn't even of a person she knew.
There's a barcode, lady. What are you talking about?
You take it off, it says Walmart on the back of the print, man. It's not right.
What is she doing?
That's crazy. So, anyway, back to the wedding. Now we know where we are. He's about to marry a lot of lies.
This liar.
Yeah, Jason's family flew over from Ireland. Tracy, the other siblings, friends of his. I mean, this cost a fortune to everybody to come over here.
Yeah.
And they said when they arrived, they knew something was wrong. They said that the Molly in Tennessee was completely different than Ireland Molly.
Why?
Totally acting different. This is Sister Tracy said, the person in Ireland was very different to the one that we met in Tennessee. She was just very controlling. She was angry, I would say. And for someone who... in Tennessee, for someone who was about to get married, she just wasn't herself. Which a wedding could be a lot of stress and make for some weird.
Shit, sure.
Yeah, but this is beyond that.
How so?
This isn't that centerpiece has the wrong color flowers. It's not that.
What is it?
On the day of her wedding, she stayed in bed, curled in a ball for a long time.
Yeah.
When she was supposed to be like doing stuff.
Bath.
She wouldn't socialize. She lost her mind having a real Bridezilla TV moment at people because someone had a McDonald's cup there. She lost her mind and
fuck your pictures up.
Was yelling at the guests.
What?
Then she either fainted or pretended to faint, but there was she got the vapors and her Tennessee came out. She got the vapors and fell over on a fainting chair.
Put her forearm on her forehead and everything.
Yeah, back of the hand to the forehead, and she just, my goodness.
I can't take it.
The vapors have overcome me.
I do declare.
Jason's best friend told him, don't do this.
Run.
He said, fucking walk your ass back down the aisle. Do
Irish
not say
air.
I do.
Get on it.
Get the fuck back on a plane and let's go home and tie one on tonight.
Yeah.
Tracy, his sister, said, quote, I said, you're the most unhappiest married man I've ever seen on his wedding day, because he was just miserable over this. One of his groomsmen, Paul, said, I asked him to just leave her and get on the plane and go home. He said he can't. He said he made a commitment. And this is mainly a commitment to the kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. And
my family spent thousands to be here.
Yeah, you all spent thousands. The kids think they're getting a new mom, and we told her we're going to be a family now, and then we're going to go, never mind. We're not a family now. Molly's staying back where she
you
was.
Guys. We got to go home.
After the wedding, more lies start to come out.
What?
Yeah. The people are talking and both sides are all there, so everyone's kind of comparing notes. When they hear about a couple of lies, they start comparing notes on other lies. Apparently, she had told a lot of her friends she was an Olympic swimmer.
What Olympic? In the fuck?
Which in 2000, the 2000s. That's ballsy. A Google search can handle that.
It's so
shit in
easy to
2010.
figure that out. Yeah. She's
She
so
wasn't.
young.
She wasn't. She claimed she was a Montessori teacher. You know, the Montessori schools?
Yeah.
She claimed she was a teacher. No.
Yeah.
No teaching certificate, never taught there. She claimed to have been a foster parent. She wasn't. She said she had bipolar disorder, which her boyfriend said as well.
That's true, yeah.
Medical records later show she was diagnosed with depression, but there's no bipolar in her medical records, so she might have made that up too.
What the fuck?
She also claimed to Jason that it's so lovely that she's going to have kids now because she's always wanted kids, and she had several miscarriages before we met, and I don't know if I can ever have kids of my own, so this is amazing. No evidence that's true. None of the exes ever said she was pregnant. None of her medical records show she ever went in to have anything looked at.
I just don't understand why.
That's what I don't get. It doesn't make any sense.
Why would you create false
People who lie
realities for what?
I don't get it. And this is what all these people are saying. I mean, like we said, we're not there. We don't know, but that's what they say. And that seems weird.
Yeah, but if it's true that you're sitting in a circle with a bunch of people who know you and you're making up
shit up.
stories that people know are false.
Think about the balls that takes.
That's crazy.
That you could be like you could be a bank robber with that kind of fucking nutsack. I mean, think
God.
about to basically be like with the force of your will.
Yeah.
Getting them to shut up without even saying anything. Don't say I'm lying. That's crazy.
They know that you're not being honest, and nobody like if I did that to you in public, you would be like, Jimmy, what are you doing?
Well, I don't know if I do it at the time because we're close. So I think maybe you're running game on some of these people. That's fine. When they left, I'd go, "What's going on here? What are you trying to accomplish?"
Yeah,
you know. I'll help you. Let me know so I can help.
I go, it's always sunny to you. What's your angle?
Who are we versus? That's the line. Who are we versus? I'd say, hey, who are we versus? What's happening? I'm in, dude. Let me know.
It's just, why would she do that?
I don't know.
I gave birth to that child. I know for a fact she's got another mom. What are you talking about?
What
She's
are
got
you
a different
talking about?
last name.
Yeah, she's got a fucking Irish accent. What the hell are you talking about? She's a 2-year-old with an Irish accent.
What is going on?
More strange tales here, and this is when it gets a little bit disturbing. Okay. This is from young Sarah, the daughter. This is her in 2024 talking about this time.
A nearly 20-year-old girl?
This is an adult now talking about this time. She said, Molly started, this is so fucking fucked up, man. This is messed up. Molly started telling me that my dad killed my birth mom when I was 6 years old.
Holy.
Dude, that's crazy.
Why would you fuck with a child like that?
That's what I mean. She told me my dad was a bad man. Molly also told me that vomiting was okay to keep myself skinny for swimming when I was 6.
What in the shit?
Taught a 6-year-old about bulimia.
She instructed her how.
This is a great way to stay skinny for swimming. You're going to love it.
Alienating the relationship between her father and then giving her an eating disorder.
Not only that, she said she also told her that shoplifting was okay.
I mean, sometimes.
What the fuck, though?
That's great. We're doing
fine. You can't teach a 6-year-old.
No, you can't show her how to do
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Fucking Curly Sue.
Let me teach you some tricks. You don't have to actually pay for things, and you can eat anything you want and not get fat. Let me show you some stuff. You can't do this.
Sometimes you just put things in your pockets.
It's great. So this, Sarah said, so I believe that Molly had a very troubling relationship with the truth, which is an extremely nice way to put that. Sarah's a classy young lady. Yeah, she is. When you hear her talk, she's like, they're both smart, sharp, classy, brave kids. Like it shows that. So, man.
If it fits in your pocket, it's free.
It's free. Yay.
Comes out of your mouth, it's no calories.
Oh, so there's a lot of tension coming up between Molly really wants to be these kids' mom, and starts bringing up adoption. I would like to adopt the kids. Which is nice. She's got a dead mom. Yeah. They have a dead mom, and they're married, so I'd like to adopt a kid. That can be a nice thing. You know what I mean? But the fact all the weird shit she's doing makes it not exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, mom's deceased, so to make these children your children, all you have to do is be involved and marry that man. Legally, you're their stepmom. Mom is attached to that.
Exactly, but she wants them to be her kids.
She wants to be mother.
And it's crazy. And it grew a lot stronger. She kept saying she wanted to adopt them. She thought that legal recognition would solidify her place in the family and give her the authority she felt she needed as a parent. Meanwhile, the kids know she's an authority because she's the only mom they really can remember.
That's my point with the deceased part. It's like she's not gonna object to this.
No, I guess other people said that this was a way for her to stop feeling like an outsider among this family and feel like they were an actual family. Well, your stepmother and all that kind of thing. Yeah. And there's some interesting shit they do. And they're still living in Ireland at this point. Okay. They got married and went back to Ireland.
Oh.
Jack says that Molly he took the pictures that they had of their mom on their nightstands. She took those away and got rid of them. That's the only, they don't remember what their mom looks like. That's the only way that they can remember their mom is this picture.
She took them and destroyed them.
Don't know if she destroyed them, but they weren't on the nightstand anymore and they're not around. They said also she would dote on Sarah. She would spend all of her energy and time on Sarah, but Jack said he never felt like she was really into him, and Jack was more close to his dad. And she would get angry at Jack for liking his dad, basically.
What is that about?
Jack said one time he was leaving, going to work or on a trip or something, and he went out in the driveway and said, "I love you." And when he came back in, Molly tore his room apart.
For saying, "I love you."
Knocked his dresser over, threw his clothes all on the floor, freaked out for saying he loved his dad.
Okay.
Which is crazy. Sarah also says that at one point she was in the car with, this is later on, she was in the car with Molly, and she asked to play t-ball. She said, "Hey, can I play t-ball since Dad is the coach of the t-ball team?
That'd be fun.
I could just drive with him and he could just take me, so it's not an inconvenience, and I can just play t-ball." And Sarah said that Molly replied, "Don't you want to spend time with me? Why do you want to hurt my feelings? What do you need to go hang out with your father for? Hang out with me. I'd rather see you and all this shit." This is this fucking 5-year-old that wants to play t-ball. Let her go run around in a field. She doesn't need to sit with you. You can't put your feelings on kids. You can't do that at all. You can't. That's the most unhealthy shit in the world.
Allowing them to just be a kid is the most important thing.
Yeah, they're not supposed to worry about adults' feelings at that point.
No, they shouldn't even know you have them.
Exactly. That's the point. I mean, they should know not to be assholes and shitheads, but wanting to play t-ball and see your dad a little bit is not being an asshole or a shithead. It's being a kid who wants to go play t-ball, run around. That's what kids do. A
6-year-old should never see you fall apart. They should never see it.
It's hard. So 2011, coming to America. Here we go. Let's do it. Jason gets a job transfer. Oh. And he works at Multi-Packaging Solutions is the company.
And they've got an American-based product,
They have a plant in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That's the closest thing to Molly's family that they can do. So, and that's a 4-hour drive from Knoxville.
Not bad. Yeah.
Not bad at all. He takes the transfer. They do it also. Molly had been complaining of being homesick and couldn't settle into Limerick and just wasn't her thing. So they go there, and the kids said, by the way, right away, they were like, it was crazy.
What the fuck?
It was a mansion. With a huge yard. It's in North Carolina. Suburban estates are way different than these Irish ones that were built 400 years ago out of sod
in the
and
city.
Shit. Yeah. So they end up first they're in Lexington for a minute, I think, while they're looking for a place, and then they end up buying a place in Wallburg in the Meadowlands Golf Community.
Sounds great.
It's a 5-bedroom, 3,400 square foot house. I won't give the address. We don't need that.
Yeah.
It was in the Meadowlands Golf Community, which is a gated subdivision.
Sure.
All the houses are beautiful and everything's great. Jason paid for most of it. Molly gets a part-time job as a swim instructor, but still spends most of her time with the kids. They're still young.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, don't worry. When you got an Olympic swimmer coaching, there's going to be kids around the block.
Plus, you gotta warrant a big fee for that too. I would think, right? So by 2011, though, things are already starting to get tense here.
Oh,
already getting very tense. This is Jason emailing. They communicate via email quite a bit for a married couple. It's very strange, very formal.
Yeah.
Dear sir.
I've never emailed anybody I was
to whom it may concern.
Yeah.
No, never. He says, is there anything I can do to make you happy? I've done everything and you still hate yourself, hit yourself, cry in the shower, vomit. At least she's moved from the floor to the shower for the crying. That's positive.
Hit herself?
Hit herself, cry in the shower, vomit, curse, shout at me. I feel so inadequate, Malls. I've given you everything in my life, including my kids and my heart, and I know you love us so much, but you still, in the last 3 days, only have done all the above things. Even vacation, Jason, isn't enough anymore. I don't know what to do.
In 3 days, she did all of that?
All of that for 3 days, it sounds like.
Oh, boy.
So that's what he claims. He says that I'm really scared. I don't want to lose you, but more so I don't want to risk Jack and Sarah losing another mother if we don't work out. This may never happen, but I really want to be sure that I can give you all that you want. So, blah, blah, blah. So, he's saying,
he's trying.
I don't know what to do here. Yeah. She comes back with an email that says, really? ! That is what you think? I feel like no matter what you think I do something wrong. I feel like I mess up everything, and then when something is amazingly wonderful, I found out that what you remember is what I messed up or couldn't do. It's not a very good feeling. And we had talked about the painting on our own several times, deciding to have our room and other downstairs painted professionally. Then magically, you act as though those conversations never took place in front of my mother.
Okay.
Now, through all this, she's still pushing for adoption.
Mm-hmm.
She really wants adoption, and that became a primary source of their conflict, is the adoption. Yeah. She would raise it during moments of stress, during arguments, whenever anything would come up. That was the soft underbelly to go for. You won't even let me adopt the kids. Yeah. She thought her efforts weren't being fully acknowledged, and she would accuse him of not trusting her, and he felt misunderstood, and he felt like he had a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah. Remember when you punched yourself?
Remember that shit?
I can't tell a fucking adoption agency you punch yourself.
Yeah. I lie to them. So the children are caught in the middle, and obviously that's tense for them and having a hard time. Jason still talks to his family all the time, and they notice that he's just different.
Yeah.
Changes in his demeanor. It's stress.
Sure.
During phone calls and visits, he would seem more withdrawn and less relaxed. He told several of his relatives, like especially his brothers and sister, about arguments with Molly and his concerns about her behavior. And he kept hearing more and more about it from the kids, about what Molly does. And he's like, holy shit. Now, she says, though, he kept promising he would do the adoption. I'll arrange it. And then he wouldn't do it.
There's probably little events where he's like, well, I can't do it now. Yeah. You just broke down.
We don't know if he actually said that, or if he did, maybe I don't know what he was trying to do. Like maybe that would make her happy and then she would stop doing that stuff, or I'm not sure exactly.
Maybe there's an OSHA clock in his head where he's like, there's a mental breakdown. Yeah. You know what I mean? There was just a mental breakdown 3 days ago. We can't
it's only
adopt
been 3 days since our last shower cry. Can't have that.
It's only been 12 hours since the last time you left-crossed yourself.
Yeah. And I guess Molly started to think that this is never going to happen. You're never going to let me adopt these kids. Hey, everybody. Just going to take a quick break from the show and tell you a great way to look better with Quince.
Quince.com. Quince.com.
Oh, it's a new year. We got colder days. Yeah. This is the time when your winter wardrobe has to deliver for you. If you're craving a winter reset, start with pieces truly made to last season after season. That's where you go to Quince. Quince brings together premium materials, thoughtful design, and enduring quality, so you stay warm, look sharp, and feel your best all season long. They have everything you need at Quince. That's the deal here. They got men's Mongolian cashmere sweaters, wool coats, leather, and suede outerwear that actually will hold up to daily wear and still look good. I got a cool leather jacket.
Yeah.
Wear it all the time. It's great. Love all the stuff I've gotten from Quince, the shirts I've gotten from them, but their outerwear, the coats, the jackets, that's where you need to go. Their outerwear is especially impressive. down jackets, wool coats, Italian leather outerwear that keeps you warm when it's actually cold.
Yeah.
Each piece is made from premium materials by trusted factories that meet rigorous standards for craftsmanship and ethical production. Now you go, well, how is it so inexpensive if it's such good quality?
Wow.
Real easy. They cut out the middleman.
There you go.
That's it. The middleman's, that's where the markup is. That's the
Sure.
big deal. All those traditional markups. And Quince just delivers the same quality as luxury brands at a much smaller fraction of the price. The result is classic styles that you'll love and that hold up year after year. We love Quince. We order from there all the time. All the time. Just got a box from Quince with a bunch more stuff. I got some cool sweatshirt jacket type deals. I got really good stuff. You got to go to Quince and check it out. Refresh your winter wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/smalltownmurder for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's quince.com, QUINCE.com/smalltownmurder. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
His sister Tracy said he didn't want to take the only mother they'd ever known away from them, but he wouldn't allow her to adopt them because of what she had said about Mags and because of her erratic behavior. Because he found out about all these lies, and he's like, oh, that's not good.
Right.
She waited until just before the wedding, and then all these stories came out. So when we spoke, he said he just couldn't. How could he go ahead and allow Molly to adopt the children when he had all these issues of trust with her?
Right.
Either way, the children called Molly Mom. Mm-hmm. Always. She raised them since they were toddlers, but, all of that. Now, in Jason's will, after Mags had died, he made a will.
Yeah.
And in his will, he names his sister Tracy and her husband as the legal guardians of Jack and Sarah in case he dies. Yeah. And he did that before he ever met Molly.
Yeah, and that's what you would do anyway, right?
I would think, but even after marrying Molly, he never changes it. He always keeps them as the beneficiary.
Yeah.
So at that point, legally, if Jason got in a car accident, the kids go back to Ireland.
Right. Yeah.
They get pulled right out of Molly's hands here. Now, he talks to a lawyer about this. He emails a lawyer, and he said, I've been married to Molly for just over a year now, and we live in Forsyth County. We've lived here for over a year. Is it possible to structure this that if I ever get a divorce, not planning to, in parentheses, that the right to keep the children is with me over Molly?
Yeah.
So he's saying once they're adopted, is it now just she's mom and I'm dad and we go to court like that? Or in court, will they parse out, you're not the real mom and you're the real dad and I get them? Right. And, he said, what would you need from me if we proceeded? And the lawyer said, this is something to consider. If she adopts that child, she has just as much rights as you do. Mm-hmm. So basically, if you get a divorce, she could get full custody of your kids.
Oh, boy.
From you.
Imagine that.
That is crazy.
That's fucked up.
That's fucking weird. That's real weird. She also would withdraw, become emotional all the time during this time. And, he's struggling trying to keep the kids happy and keep her happy and everything. It's weird that none of this happened in Ireland. What is it about Tennessee where all these things come out, where in Ireland she could hold it together for a lot longer?
Well,
Strange.
It's a foreign country, and she probably feels much more comfortable.
Yeah, but you'd think, after a couple years of being there, all this shit would come out. But it really doesn't. Nothing happens until they get married. As soon as she steps foot on Tennessee soil, she is a different person.
Well, you act a fool in a foreign country. They don't treat you the same.
That's true. They'd be like, what's wrong with this American? Yeah. Especially if you're American in other places. You're trying not to be an asshole anyway.
Yeah. You know, when you were a kid and you'd go over to your mom's friend's house and she'd be like, don't make me look like a fucking asshole in here.
Don't you make a scene in here. You make fucking be good. Don't mess anything up. Don't break anything.
That's what she's doing in Ireland. Yeah. And then she gets home and she's like, I get to break shit now.
Yeah. My mom and my dad put up with all my shit, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So the tension is not limited to adoption. They also disagree about how to discipline the kid's routines, the children's relationship with the family in Ireland. Mm-hmm. Jason wanted them to maintain strong ties to all the relatives in Ireland, but Molly wasn't real excited about Jason's family having any influence over these kids. She would express concerns about his family's involvement with the kids and their intentions and all that kind of thing. So now he's like, Jesus Christ, not even my family? Like, I'm getting pulled in 18 different directions here. Summer 2015, the unhappily ever after life here.
Poor guy.
He's unhappy. Marriage is not working out. He missed home. He misses Ireland. He missed his friends and relatives and family. And he starts making plans to get the fuck out of here and go home without Molly. Take the kids and go.
Really?
Get back to Ireland. Divorce. And his family in Ireland is concerned about him. They encouraged him to seek help, try to think about everything that's going on. They suggested maybe counseling or something like that for you too, and some professional support could help this.
Sure.
They want it to work out. A text between him and his brother, they say, so how you getting on? And Jason says, some days like it here. Others can't wait to get out of here. Work is good. Kids are great. Malls is still crazy. That's his answer. Rough.
It's always the smoke shows, man.
It's always, it's a problem. So Tracy, Jason's sister, said Jason started talking about moving home. He wasn't happy. A lot of it was coming down to the relationship with Molly. She was acting strange. There were things occurring that he wasn't comfortable with, and he missed Ireland and wanted to move back, but he knew and said there would be huge difficulty in him coming back once Molly found out. Mm-hmm. This has to be a secret. So, according to Tracy, at the end of July, beginning of August 2015, Jason was weeks, if not days, away from getting back
out of here. Yeah.
He'd been figuring out how to transfer financial assets to a bank in Ireland.
Yeah.
He'd been looking at flights.
Oh, boy.
Getting serious. And Molly she knew. She figured it out. I mean, she's not stupid. Yeah. She's a smart girl. She knows. Yeah. Smart lady. And and she said basically that if they leave, then she's never going to see these kids again. She knows that.
Yeah.
And to her, she has said, these are my kids now. That's it.
Put an ocean between me and my kids.
Yeah, exactly. So Jason's friend Lynn, who was at the airport when they picked her up, said, I think Jason became surplus to her requirements. She didn't need him anymore. She just wanted the children.
Oh.
And it sounds like, from everything the kids say, it sounds like she just wanted Sarah is what she wanted.
Right.
Jack, she could take her
about him. Yeah.
Take her or leave Jack.
Yeah.
So she'd been preparing for years. She consulted with an attorney about her custody rights and what they would be in the event of a divorce. And they said, they would be zero.
Nothing.
You're their stepmother.
Yeah.
You have nothing. What custody are you going to get?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it doesn't matter how long. There's no legal rights there, even though you've raised them since they were kids, which is tough. That's tough. You're
going to miss them. Yeah.
You've raised these kids since they were so little. That's hard, man. Yeah. It's really hard. Then she starts making recordings. During this time.
Of her own?
She gets these little recording devices that stick under tables and shit. Yeah. These little sticky recording devices. Like an AirTag, but
you can get them from like Radio Shack and Best Buy. Just a little MP3 guy that
I wonder who
internal recorder.
With a dad in counterintelligence, I wonder who would have thought to put recording devices.
Those are probably all over the house.
Yep. And there's a lot of these recordings, and the timing of them makes them a little suspicious as far as she knows that she's being recorded, and he doesn't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's that. So she you can tell in a lot of these, it seems like she's trying to have an outcome happen. Yeah. And later on, these recordings make Jason look really, really bad. But when you hear them, he is very calmly. Yeah. He sounds like a guy who's who's had a lot of frustration with this, and he's calmly, he's trying not to be angry while he's fighting with her, essentially. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is from this recording, and some of this shit it's not real nice either. Which, I mean, they're about to get a divorce, so I wouldn't expect it to be. But some of these recordings, it shouldn't
be very cheery.
He's not real nice either. So one of these, he says, quote, "Are you finished with your dinner, hun? I'm talking to you. Is this how you treat us? You just ignore me? I said I'd like to have dinner with my family. I'm talking to you. I shouldn't have to say it over and over again." And Molly just says, "Can you guys get out the stuff for pancakes?" And he says, "See, there you go again. I'm talking to you. You're still going on about something else." And you hear Sarah yell off in the background, "Stop fighting." he sounds very frustrated. He sounds frustrated, but it's not like, listen, bitch, you better. It's none of that shit. But it's you can tell he is very frustrated with her.
Yeah. And this is shit it's not new.
No. And so when you're making the problem is if neither party knew they were being recorded, you take whatever's on that recording with there it is. Lay it out, and that's what it is. Yeah. When one person knows they're being recorded and the other doesn't, it's different. You can't do that. Then you have Amber Heard situation.
Right.
Where she's like, Johnny, why are you doing cocaine? No, you shouldn't do drugs. And he's
now
like,
you're going to drink 7 bottles of wine.
What are you talking about? You were doing lines with me last night. Aquaman. You can't have that. It's not the same. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
I'm the worst actor, am I?
So Lynn, his friend, said she was playing the long game.
Yeah.
She was telling people that he had been abusive. She had her recordings. She would have a case to go to to get the children from him. That's what the friends are saying.
And she's making it performative, too, to where she just puts this recording in. He asks a question, then she just ignores him, and she knows it's going to get a rise out of him. Yeah. And all it is him all over that tape because she's just ignoring him.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And and we don't know when she could turn him on. Right. She could turn him on after we have no idea. And I'm not taking anyone's side here. I really aren't, because we don't know. All I'm saying is
those are just facts.
Unless both people don't know they're recording, know they're being recorded, you can't take a recording seriously. Yeah. That's like an FBI informant trying to get somebody on the phone to tell them that, bring over 20 kilos. Right. You know what I mean? This guy is going to be fucking steering the conversation.
If it's a wiretap and nobody in the room knows it's being recorded, that's a different story.
Then you get John Gotti and his lieutenants openly talking about shit.
That's called entrapment, and that's what she's doing.
Rather than one of them going, so that guy we killed yesterday, he's buried, right? So late July 2015, now we're getting down into increments here. July 30th, Molly fills a prescription of trazodone, which is some people say it's an antidepressant, but I always knew it as a sedative, like a sleeping aid. Right. It's what they give our dog.
Like a tranquilizer. Right.
My dog Frankie's a big Dogo Argentino, and when people come over, she gets real, like a lot of people. We have like a Christmas party. She gets real crazy and starts, barking at people sometimes and gets too excited. So we have to give her trazodone, and then she goes to sleep.
Well, Doan alone,
the vet gives us those.
Yeah, just the word Doan at the end, it's a downer. Like that's the idea is that it's a tranquilizing element of the drug. All the words in a drug mean something, and
they
when they
couple
them all,
part.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they just don't mean anything. Drugs names. Sometimes they're just completely made up.
Not like, I don't mean like aspirin. I mean like a clinical word like that. They take pieces of the word and they all mean
sometimes.
things.
Yeah. Sometimes they literally just pull names out of their asses for medicine that don't mean anything. That just sounds like
Trizoxidil or some shit?
Yeah, it means nothing. Things like that.
What?
You could just make it up. It doesn't mean anything. They do that sometimes. Yeah. It's crazy.
That's bizarre.
And then the trade names for them are even crazier. They don't, it's
Paxil, the name like that, Lamisil has nothing to do with your fucking pimples or whatever.
Oh, look, it's Joybuprofen. Excellent. I need that. That's perfect.
And that's actually a diuretic.
And it actually, it's not for your head. It's not to make you happier. Just makes you pee. So late July 2015, also around this time, Jason visits his doctor and mentions that he's been feeling kind of dizzy now and then, a little bit sluggish, and he's up to like 260 pounds at this point. He's not a tall guy. Yeah. So that'll do that. And he says also that he's been feeling angry for no reason at certain times. And this is in his doctor's, in the medical records of him saying angry for no reason at times.
I get agitated.
He gets agitated. I don't know why. Then there's also from around this time, here is a friend of theirs who said in July they had come across Jason and Molly at a party. Yeah. And they say, quote, Jason and Molly were at a party, and she was belittling him, calling him a fat ass, saying he must have taken all the nutrition from his twin because he looked like he'd eaten for two.
Oh, my God.
Like in front of people. She's saying that.
What?
That's brutal. That's people, just regular people at the party. That's
you know who else did shit like that? Phil Hartman's wife.
Yeah, exactly. So Now, according to Sister Tracy, Jason during this time is looking for flights, and that's a lot of stress. Marriage is falling apart. I'm going to run away to Ireland with my kids, and that's going to be a big problem now with her. I have to fight. It's going to be a lot. Saturday, August 1st, 2015, Tom and Sharon Martins, Molly's parents, they drive from Knoxville to North Carolina for a visit. Okay. Now, Tom canceled plans he had at the last minute to make this trip. He had plans with his boss, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
And canceled them to make this trip.
In town?
In Knoxville, yeah. He brings with him 2 gifts for the children. Okay. A tennis racket for Sarah and an aluminum Louisville Slugger baseball bat for Jack. Nice. So sporting goods, you bring the kids. They don't arrive until about 8:30 at night. They arrive. Jack is gone, the young boy. He's at a friend's party and doesn't get home till about 11 p.m. Okay. Because it's late, Tom says he decided to wait until morning to give him the bat. So Tom kept the bat down with them in the downstairs room. Okay. Now, everybody goes to bed. Tom and Sharon are in the basement in the guest room. That's where the guest room is. Yeah. Jason and Molly are in the master bedroom on the first floor. Jack and Sarah are upstairs on the second floor. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's set up like that. Everyone's on different floors.
Sick.
Now, a little before 3, it's a nice house. It's beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
According to Molly here, Sarah comes into the master bedroom after having a nightmare, and this is what Jack said too. Had a nightmare about on her bed, she has sheets that have like little fairies and like little lizards and stuff on them, and she had a nightmare about the fairies and spiders and lizards on her bed sheet coming alive and taking her or something. So
how'd you get into my fucking mushrooms?
Yeah, what's up with that? So Molly takes Sarah back to her room, settles her in, and then returns to the master bedroom, and Molly says that Jason's awake and really pissed off about being woken up. Real mad. Furious, and an argument starts.
Okay.
That's what she claims. Then at 3:02 a.m., there's a 911 call from the house.
Oh.
Okay. This is what's the address of your emergency. Tom is the one making the call, Molly's dad. Yeah. He says, my name is Tom Martins. I'm at 160 Panther Creek Court, and we need help. They said, what's going on there? And he says, my daughter's husband, my son-in-law, got in a fight with my daughter. I intervened, and I think he's in bad shape. We need help.
Oh.
So the dispatcher says, what do you mean he's in bad shape? And Tom says, he's hurt. He's bleeding all over, and I may have killed him. Whew. At this point, the dispatcher says, what's your name?
Yeah.
This is the person who just admitted to murder.
Yeah.
Can you tell me your name? He says, my name's Tom Martins. The dispatcher says, was he drinking? Which is a very odd question to ask at this point.
Is it?
I would say, have you been drinking?
Yeah.
You're the one who just killed a guy. Have you been drinking?
Maybe he's just on the page where it's like all information about the
deceased,
about the person that needs help.
The injured party. Yeah. And Tom says, yes, he had been drinking during the course of the day. They said, is he conscious at all? And Tom says, no. Is he breathing? Tom says, I can't tell. Okay. The dispatcher says, all right, so we're going to start CPR, all right? I need you to make sure that his mouth and nose are clear. Mm-hmm. Tom says, it's a mess. When you hear about his injuries, there's no way to do anything like that.
Oh.
It's crazy. The dispatcher says, I'll set a pace for you, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Tom says, I'm certified, I just can't think. He said, I know how to do it. I'm just. Yeah. Dispatcher said, okay, you have to stay calm. Let the training take over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I can't explain to you how calm Tom is over the course of this call.
Yeah?
He acts like if you're ordering a pizza, you'd have more like, do we want pepperoni or sausage?
Oh, I get so flustered with
None of that. Yeah. He has he's like literally, my name is Tom Martins. Like he is as calm and cool and collected as a human being can be on the phone.
Wow. Which
is interesting. Multiple investigators later commented on how creepy it was that he was this calm.
Really?
One journalist said, quote, literally the hair would stand on the back of your neck. It's quite chilling to hear how calm he was talking to this dispatcher. So, yeah, the dispatcher is Karen Black Caps is her name. And she gets this, and he's calm as can be. And, wow. So when the paramedics arrive at the house, they were shocked because there is fucking blood everywhere in this master bedroom. I mean, it looks like a person exploded in there. It doesn't
leaked
look
all
like
over the place.
All over the walls. And they said the person, the victim, Jason, was basically, his head was unrecognizable as a person.
Whoa, like a shotgun
Destroyed,
blast.
Brutally bludgeoned.
Huh.
So they also noticed that when they get there, they go, he's cold to the touch.
Yeah.
And the one EMT says to the other, how long ago did they say this happened?
Yeah.
Supposedly it happened
just now.
15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And he's cold already, which that ain't the way that works. So that's interesting. The police are called to the scene, obviously. Molly said the children woke up in the middle of the night. One of them had a nightmare. She said, I went up and got her. Went to the room right away, calmed them down, put Jack and Sarah back to bed. Took a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
They went back to sleep. After that, I went back to the bedroom. I shared with my husband, and Jason was agitated, and he jumped on top of her.
Oh.
And she said, well, he does work long hours, and it seemed like he's under a lot of pressure lately. But she said he put his hands around her neck and started choking her.
What kind of dream was he having?
No shit. And she says she shows in the interrogation the video of it where she says he puts his hand here. So she puts her hand around her neck and says that's how he started it. And that's what was going on. And so she said, however, she managed to scream when he loosened up his grip a little bit.
Okay.
And she said her father, Tom, sleeping in the basement, heard it.
Asleep and through the floor, heard it.
Yeah, sleep through the floor. And he'll say in his interrogation, I heard like loud banging above me in the ceiling, like something was really going bad up there. So he ran upstairs, but first grabbed Jack's new baseball bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brought that upstairs.
Snatched that up and took that with him.
Yep. He's obviously a trained FBI agent, like we said. He says he walks in and sees his daughter being choked.
Yeah.
He said that Jason was choking Molly with his hands.
Yep.
And when he walked in and said, let her go, Jason switched his grip to the chin lock grip where her back is to his chest. Like someone would do in a hostage situation and go, and hold the bank teller in front of them as the police
Human
train
shield.
their fucking snipers on her. Yeah. Right. Same shit. So he said he is choking her like that. And so he says he dives in there and fucking, he
60-something years old.
Yeah. He said this. This is what Molly said. He wanted to shut me up, so he covered my mouth and started choking me. But at some point when he stopped, I screamed. Next thing I remember my dad standing in the hallway or doorway saying,
stop it. Yeah.
Stop it. So he says that then he switched the grip to the chin lock and started dragging her toward the master bathroom. Like he was going to go. Jason was going to take her in there.
Yeah, I'm going to drown her back here.
So Tom said at that point, it's time to start going.
Fight or flight, babe. Yeah.
And he said, it's all blurry, but he said he must have hit him with the bat. Yeah. He hit him with the bat, and he said at some point Jason grabbed the bat and pulled it away from him, and then Jason had the bat.
Oh, no.
So they said, oh, boy, that must have been scary. Jason has the bat. And they go, how did you end up getting the bat back then?
Yeah.
If a 30-something-year-old man who's 100 pounds heavier than you has a baseball bat, how the fuck are you getting it back? He said, I don't know. Molly must have distracted him or something. I was scrambling. That's what he says. So distracted he drops a baseball bat? What is he, like a bear that you put a honey thing in front of? And you go, I don't know what's going on.
She had a zag nut.
Bugs Bunny floating toward a pie? What are we doing here? So that's a little bit ridiculous. But apparently, and then he said he started working him over with the bat again after that, and he just kept hitting until he stopped moving. And stopped trying to come at him. Once he went down, he said that was that, basically. Not until he stopped moving, but once he went down. Now, Molly's story is that's exactly what happened. He was choking me. He switched to a chin lock. My dad hit him with the bat. He got a hold of the bat. Jason did.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a 9-pound brick that was sitting on my nightstand.
Great idea. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Great home. Yeah.
Bashed him in the head with it.
Great home defense. Yeah.
I hit him in the head. He dropped the bat.
Yeah.
And then my dad picked up the bat and finished it off. That's the story that they have, essentially.
Fascinating.
And so, yeah, Jason's very dead. Jason's family hears about this and says, bullshit.
It's impossible.
You look into that fucking Molly because this is Molly's fucking fault. Jason was planning on moving home. He was planning on divorcing her. She was not going to be able to stay in this big house anymore. She's not going to have the kids anymore. This is bullshit. And her father's an FBI agent too, so he knows how to get away with shit.
Okay.
And like I said, the first responders were horrified. Blood on the walls of the hallway, blood soaking the carpet of the bedroom, a lamp knocked over, Louisville Slugger baseball bat with blood stains, and a concrete paving brick in the middle of the floor.
A paver?
It's a big fat brick with hair and blood all over it.
That's a 3-inch thick brick.
It's a big one. It's 9 pounds.
Yeah.
And so a gallon of milk is 7 pounds.
Right. That's
pretty
a heavy-ass brick.
Now, imagine that being real hard and hitting someone in the head with it.
And then just at full speed motion towards your head. That'll crush it.
That'll crush it. He is lying on the floor naked when they get there, too.
Oh, he sleeps naked.
Sleeps naked or what. His skull is completely destroyed.
Of course.
I mean, this isn't, I hit him a couple times, he went down.
Yeah.
When one first responder tried to lift his head, his fingers went through the skull and touched his brain.
Oh, no.
That's a fact. That's how badly this poor man
There's
was
no
beaten.
skull.
That's horrifying. No, it's horrifying. And so bad that when one of the EMS workers went outside to get a breath of fresh air, he told the paramedic person, the guy in charge, the commanding officer of that unit, he walked out and he said, "It's bad.
Don't look."
When they tell each other it's bad, it's fucking bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when it's real bad. Because they see everything. They don't give a shit. The one said there was blood on the wall. There's blood on that wall. There's blood on this wall. There's blood
in the
all over
hallway?
the place. Yeah, because I don't know if they walked out. I don't know. They said blood covered not only the walls, but both sides of the door to the bedroom, the hallway, and the walls in the bathroom. There's fucking blood everywhere.
Both sides of the door.
Blood was also on the baseball bat and the paving brick. Obviously not good. Corporal Clay Dagenhart was the first police officer on the scene, and he said immediately he noticed the blood had started to dry already.
Oh, this happened a while ago.
He said it was congealed. He described it as being like Jell-O or jelly. Congealed.
That's old.
Old blood, yeah.
Yeah.
That's post-Thanksgiving weird turkey stuff that's on there, that turkey gelatin. Yeah.
It's the bottom of the drip pan.
Yeah. They reported that he's cold to the touch as well, blood already congealing. And, they were like, how long ago did this happen? Now, they have the Louisville Slugger baseball bat, 9-pound concrete paving brick. They said, why did you have a 9-pound concrete paving brick on your nightstand?
That's wild.
That's an odd thing to keep. That's a weird paperweight, is all we're saying.
Or home defense. Either way, it's a very strange thing to have inside the house.
It is. Well, she said that it was a craft project, and her and the kids were going to paint flowers on them to put around the mailbox.
Oh, so we just leave it on the nightstand.
She brought it inside earlier that evening because it was supposed to rain.
Oh, so
a paving brick can't get wet. It'll just crumble into nothing.
They shrink, James.
It's the shrinky dinks. That's how it works. So they're like, that's interesting.
They'll never absorb pain again.
Yeah. She says, oh, okay. They said, well, why was it on the nightstand and not like in the garage or near the painting supplies or, kitchen counter or wherever, junk drawer, something like that.
In the front yard.
On your nightstand. That's odd. And and the bat is the same bat your father brought over. That he brought the murder weapon to the house, essentially. Or he brought the death weapon, implement,
the self-defense weapon to the house.
Whatever you want to call it legally, that's what he brought to the house. So that's strange. Then the police notice, and you can see this in her interrogation video.
Yeah.
She did it at the scene, but she does it a few more times in the video because I kept saying, look at her doing that. She keeps rubbing her neck vigorously at this scene, really rubbing it good.
Yeah.
Now, that could be, I'm trying to make it feel better, but it's not like, holding it. She's like rubbing it, like they think trying to make a mark is what they think.
What the hell?
She was warned twice by 2 different officers to stop fucking doing that.
Touching yourself.
And when they bring her all in, by the way, and they take pictures of these 2, number 1, the only mark she has on her is behind her ear, a minuscule tiny scratch behind her ear, which, by the way, if I was being beaten to death with a baseball bat, I might reach for shit.
Yeah.
You know how
scratch somebody? Yeah.
When they dig a lady up out of somebody's ground, they go under their fingernails for DNA because they would fight back. Right. That's what she's trying to say. That means he was attacking her rather than he was trying to defend himself. Yeah. So it's a lot here. So she keeps doing that in the interrogation. When they take the pictures, there is nothing on her neck besides that. Not a mark, not a bruise, not a redness, not abrasion, not scratching. They show him clean as a fucking whistle.
Dad?
Absolutely. Number 1, there's no blood around his face, so he definitely didn't do CPR, in my opinion.
Yeah.
From what it looks like to me. I don't know the facts of the matter, but didn't look like it from the fucking pictures. It's weird. So the pictures of them do not look like 2 people who are in a fight for their life at all. There's literally not a mark on either of them except a tiny, tiny scratch behind her ear. It's crazy. He said another thing he tells them is he's like, look, he was drinking all day. He got wild in there, and he was getting wild in the room, and he's going to kill my daughter and all this type of shit. And he said also, I think he killed his first wife in Ireland.
Oh.
He said, I know this because the kid, Mags's parents came over to see the kids. This is Mikey Fitzpatrick is the dad.
Okay.
And he explains that, he's not an educated man, Mikey, and he's got a thick Irish accent, and he's hard. Basically made him sound like he's a fucking leprechaun troll who came over here.
He's Shrek. He's a big dum-dum.
Yeah. So he said he came over and he said, what do you think about Jason? Do you like Jason? Is what Tom asked Mikey. And Mikey said, I don't know, a heavy accent and all, but he said, no, he fucking killed my daughter.
Oh.
So he said he killed that. So this is his second wife he was going to try to kill.
Yeah.
Now, his story changes a little bit, too. His narrative changes a bit, Tom's. It featured Jason catching the baseball bat mid-swing and dragging Molly toward the bathroom while being beaten, wrestling the bat away, pushing Tom to the ground, and then somehow losing the bat again. In Tom's story, Jason grabbed the bat away from him and is now a 260-pound man in a bedroom with an aluminum baseball bat and has shoved a 65-year-old man to the floor.
Right.
Somehow that 65-year-old man ends up with the baseball bat back again, and that's from the brick hitting him.
A naked man.
A naked man. That's a giant, fat, naked man. Give me a goddamn break. And they said, well, how'd you get the bat back? And I said it before, but I don't know. I was scrambling, he said.
Yeah.
I was scrambling is not an answer. And she says, too, I don't remember all of it because, it was like there's bits and pieces that are missing. And he said the same thing. He's like, I don't know.
Every fucking thing that happened to you in that moment, right?
I mean, sometimes people lose moments of time. You get in a car accident, people don't remember the accident half the time.
But that's in a blink. This is somebody just beat a man to death. That takes a while.
Everybody's brain works different when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But there's little details that are different. Like in the picture of Molly, one of the things that's very interesting is she has a very delicate bracelet.
Oh.
That's perfectly intact on her wrist.
Oh.
She was just trying to pull hands from her throat and fighting and literally a death struggle with this person.
Right.
And her very delicate bracelet didn't break. Those bracelets break if you catch them on a thread on your fucking pants. Tom also, clean as a whistle, 65 years old, battling with somebody 30 years younger than him, outweighing him by 100 pounds.
Yeah.
That is crazy. They just said it's life or death. They wrestled for control of the bat. It was horrible. everything like that. Now, the assistant district attorney says you cannot be engaged in a Donnybrook like they described with a man who is bigger than you, stronger than you, taller than you, and not have a mark on you. It's just not possible.
Right.
Logically, it's really hard to say that. You know what I mean? Hard to say that's possible, you know? So why were the parents there that day?
Yeah, they were there to visit, right?
Yeah, they canceled plans to get there and everything. Well, Tom doesn't say that, though. When he's in the interrogation room, he said, we just said it was a beautiful Saturday, sun was shining. We didn't have any plans at all that weekend.
Yeah.
So he said, it's a 4-hour drive. It's a beautiful day. Let's go see Molly. Let's hop in the car.
4-hour drive?
It's a 4-hour drive. Let's just hop in the car.
It's an 8-hour round trip. Let's pop over by Big Five, get a couple of sporting goods, head on down and bring some gifts.
No problem.
All right.
But the problem is, if he really didn't have plans and just went, that'd be fine. But he canceled his plans to go to North. So he lied in the interrogation room about that, obviously, or allegedly, whatever. So where the fuck was Sharon during all this? Because mom's there too.
Yeah.
Where's she? All the other adults in the house are accounted for. Well, she says that she was sleeping down in the room there. She said she heard a scream. Her husband got up, and then she went back to sleep. A scream.
He's got it.
It's all right.
Yeah. Brad Pitt was just going down on me on that dream. I'm going to try and get back to that.
I'm going to close your eyes real tight. She claims she woke up to a ruckus, but after Tom went to check it out, she just went back to sleep. Never checked. Never went up to make sure the kids are okay, her husband's okay, her daughter's okay. She never called 911. She just rolled back over.
Jesus. She sleeps great.
Yeah, and when officers arrived, she was described by police officers as, quote, surprisingly calm, given that her son-in-law had just been beaten to death upstairs by her husband and daughter.
Yeah.
Super calm. Just whatever.
These people.
Her statement is, quote, during the middle of the night, I woke up. The dogs were barking. I could hear Molly screaming upstairs and some thumping. My husband said he was going to get up to get them and calm down, or he was going to call the police. He told me to stay there. I heard more screams and more thumping, and then she said it got quiet and the dog settled down, so she just went back to sleep. What the fuck are you talking about?
Everybody could have just been massacred, but she's like, at least they're quiet.
That's fine. Well, seems like everything's fine now. Holy shit.
What the hell, lady?
So then the next day they bring the kids to the Dragonfly house, which is, I believe, the kids that have had trauma and they're, so they go to talk to the kids.
McDonald minus cancer.
Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah. So, well, I mean, not the, just saying it's good they don't have cancer. That's
right.
So,
This is, that's what the house is. It's for traumatic shit that doesn't, not a sickness.
And they find out a bunch of things that are very unexpected from these kids. Jack says that they have code words.
Yeah.
They have code words to call Tom and Sharon and tell them they're in some sort of emergency, and Tom and Sharon will come running and come to Knoxville 4 hours away. Oh. All they have to do is call up, say the word, and hang up, and they'll be in the car. Is
cauliflower, and they come running.
No, it's Jack's word is galaxy, and Sarah's word is peacock.
Okay.
That's how it works. They're supposed to call their grandparents if things got bad, and then they'll come running. So Jack tells investigators, they say about the brick. He says it was for painting. They were going to make it pretty.
Okay.
They said that ask Jack, tell me why you're here, and it's the environment that you question a kid in. It's not a police interrogation room, and it's a person trained, trained to work with kids and all that kind of thing. They said, can you tell me why you're here? And Jack says, my dad died, and people are trying. My aunt and uncle from my dad's side are trying to take me away from my mom. Sarah says, I don't want to wake my dad up. And they say, tell me why. And she says, because he gets really, really angry because why'd you wake me up? Okay. And she also says, the way she put it is very cute. She says, She begins her story with, not when I was 4, not when I was 5, but when I was 6, this happened. Which I'm like, the Irish are great storytellers. Even at this young age, she can tell a story. Not when I was 4, not when I was 5, but when I was 6, the great potato famine started, and the family had to eat the peat from around the property.
I like when kids do that, though. Kids do that a lot.
It's awesome. I love that shit. Oh, she's cute as shit. Yeah, she's cute as shit, too. Yeah, it's adorable. So they asked them about abuse, and they said, what did you see? And they said punching, hitting, pushing.
Oh.
She said that her dad would get very mad, and Sarah said that she saw her dad hit her mom once, because they say, did you ever see your dad hit your mom? And she said once. Okay. And Jack said that, we'll talk about what Jack said, but they said, have anyone told you what to say when other people talk to you? And she said, I'm just saying the truth. That's all she said. Jack is like young here. I mean, this is young. He's like 10, and he says that my dad... I've witnessed my dad physically and verbally assault my mother.
Interesting.
A 10-year-old used the words physically and verbally assault. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did not know those words together till I was 21, probably.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting here. And the social worker explained all this thing, and they talked to Sarah first, and then the social worker explained everything. And
sure.
Sarah and Jack had just arrived home that night, and they explained all of that. They said Jack, this is from their report, Jack states that he goes to Wallburg Elementary. He states he's in the 5th grade. He says he does not like the principal. He states he's very demanding and mean.
Yeah.
He said that what he does not like being home is that his parents fight for physically and verbally. He stated his dad gets mad at his mom for no good reason. And he said he gets mad at her for simple things, like she'll leave a light on, and he freaks out. That she can't do anything right. Jack said that his dad says that his mom doesn't pay the bills on time, and he said it can be any simple thing such as leaving a light on. He said his dad curses at his mom, and he said he's seen his dad a few times hit his mom with a fist, and he's seen this a few times. They asked Jack where he and his sister are when the fighting is happening, and he said his room. He said sometimes mom and dad send he and his sister outside while they fight, or sometimes the parents will go in their room. He said it makes him feel sad. He said he thinks about all this every day, and a lot of times he thinks about it during the night. It keeps him from sleeping, and it's tough. It's tough for a kid here. And they said that Sarah stated that she saw her dad smack her mom across the room. She said that the kids would pretend they didn't see it when that happened. He said he also stated they would run, and there was one time when dad pulled mom's hair, and she stated that they were out in the hallway between the door and the garage, and that her mom started to fall and got up and then went to the car. Okay, so they're saying everything Molly says is true. Mad abusive Jason is.
These kids are just corroborating everything she says. Yeah.
Yep. The painted brick is exactly. He said yes. We were going to make it pretty, exactly like she said. They all the same words. So during the autopsy, they find out that Jason, number one, was naked on the floor. His skull was so destroyed that it's described as caved in.
Oh boy.
The back of his head is hit so many times that medical examiners can't count the blows because they overlap.
Oh my.
They said it's at least 12, but it could have been a lot higher because the damage was so extensive. Some blows landed in the same spot, making the count impossible. Multiple scalp lacerations, extensive skull fracturing. His scalp was literally ripped from his skull in places.
Wow.
His skull was crushed. The medical examiner estimated that 4 of the blows could have been fatal individually, and that 8 of the blows would have rendered him unconscious. And then the other ones, who knows?
Who knows, yeah.
They also found evidence that there was at least 1 blow delivered post-mortem, dead already, and they're still hitting him.
That takes so long.
When you see the pictures, too, of the blood spatter down there, I mean, I am no blood spatter expert, and I'm not trying to Dunning-Kruger this shit at all, but just the basic science of blood spatter is the things, you know where the blood goes. If it comes this way, it meant it came from here and went there. It's halfway up the wall, and it looks to me like the blood came from below and went up on the wall because it's got the tentacles coming away, like going on top of the wall.
Yeah.
So that would mean that that's how
Shooting up.
blood lands.
Yeah.
Shooting up from the floor. So if he's on the floor, you don't need to hit him anymore because he's already on the floor.
Getting hit
you can leave the room.
Yeah, right.
You
can
can
get
leave
away.
the danger at that point and go. So, and after all those blows to the head, any of them would have rendered him unconscious, if not killed him.
Right, and
you didn't need to keep working him.
And you're hitting something on the ground that is so bloody that it's splashing.
The blood in these scene is sick, dude. It's insane. There's blood everywhere.
Not a lot of people are still charging, bleeding like that.
No, that's the thing.
When you're
their
bleeding
skull
like
crushed
that,
in.
Yeah, you're fighting to keep this body moving. That's crazy.
Yeah. The coroner said that they saw similar wounds on car crash victims.
Oh, wow.
With a 3,000-pound car crashing into them. They said they were unable to say how many times he was hit in the face either, but the wounds were inconsistent and appeared to be made by different weapons, meaning not just one hit with the brick to the face, is what they're saying. The police did uncover the landscaping stone. It was picked up as possible evidence because it's got blood and fucking hair. Everything's got blood on it, but it's got hair on it too. Yeah. They said some wounds were made with this brick. Neither Molly or Thomas mentioned that at the time. Mm-hmm. There was an indication that he was also hit after death, like we said. Now, the toxicology report is also...
Yeah, that's fascinating, right?
Interesting that they find. Toxicology found trazodone in his system.
Oh.
He doesn't have a prescription for trazodone, but Molly does. But people take each other's medication like that all the time. Yeah,
What's a Xanax between friends?
Yeah, when I went to the dentist, they prescribed me ibuprofen 800. Sarah headache, gave her one. Who cares? You know what I mean? You're married.
Hey, don't go admitting to fucking crimes, James. Is that crimes? I don't
Giving
know.
my wife an ibuprofen 800? I don't think that's a crime.
I
think we're okay with there. No, I think we're all right. Inside the house. It's literally just 4 Advil. There's no drugs in it or anything. It's not
right.
codeine.
She could take a handful of Advil or just take one of these.
Or take one of these. So they said that the number of sleeping pills found would certainly have knocked him out if he never used them before, if he had no, any kind of buildup for them. The lack of defensive injuries suggests that he was unconscious as also. There's no defensive wounds on anybody.
What the hell? That's not a fight.
Dad, him, no. With a baseball bat and a brick and grown people in a small room together. Not a small room, a master bedroom.
That's an ambush.
Still, it's a lot. So that's interesting. They said also if he was attacking Molly and she was trying to get him off her, there would be at least a couple of scratches on her.
You'd think.
Or on him. She would have scratched him also.
Right.
There's nothing like that. There's nothing under her fingernails. The medical examiner concluded that Jason was, it doesn't look like an accident to them or self-defense even. So the blood alcohol, because they keep saying he'd been heavily drinking all day. Yeah. He was drunk and wild. You know those Irish.
Yeah.
Drunk and wild.
You wake up a sleeping drunk Irishman, watch out.
Of course you're going to get choked. Well, his blood alcohol level was 0.02.
Oh, he had a glass of wine with dinner. That's it.
6 hours ago, maybe. Yeah. In a 260-pound man, that's not anything.
That ain't anything.
Plus, he's Irish. At 0.20, he's fine, probably. He can probably function.
Yeah, you could see, mix those numbers around, and he's still fine.
Yeah, that's the legal limit to drive in Ireland. Yeah. I think you're fine. 0.20. You going back to the bar, laddie? Yeah. All right, then get on back there. Yeah, that's just for morning coffee. The patterns on the walls of blood show that Jason's head was 12 to 18 inches off the floor when some of the blows were struck. That meant at least some of the beating occurred when he was already on the ground, not standing or fighting like they had said. Right. They must have been standing over him, just beating him. That's what the indications are. Also, high velocity blood spatter on the hem of Tom's boxer shorts because he was wearing boxers and a T-shirt up here. Yeah. The prosecution later will argue that this is consistent with Tom standing over Jason as he delivered the blows, blood flying up from the impact. This blood was never tested on his boxers, which is odd. But the blood spatter expert says that dents are visible in the wall of the master bedroom. And you can see there's dents down low.
Oh.
Where they probably,
Hitting the bat against it?
So they say that it was multiple times. Yeah, that's how it happened. And also, evidence indicates that a vacuum cleaner with blood on it was moved before the investigators arrived at the house and started taking pictures. They said that they used special equipment to take pictures of the red polo shirt and plaid boxer shorts that Martins was wearing and the pajamas that Molly was wearing. And they said that they talked about the impact spatter, the saturation of blood staining the carpet. It was also on the bed skirt. Evidence suggesting that Jason was first struck near the bed. Like I said, there was a vacuum cleaner sitting upright at the west wall of the master bedroom, and he said there were blood spatters behind the vacuum and a pattern of blood spatter flowing from side to side on the vacuum cleaner.
Oh.
He said it tells me that the vacuum cleaner was on its side when the blood deposited on the vacuum cleaner, and it was long enough for it to dry. It shows an alteration of the scene prior to the photographs being taken. Why would we move the vacuum?
Yeah,
Who knows?
what's the deal?
We don't know. And also the concrete brick had blood and tissue fragments on it.
Sure.
And it was used more than once to strike something because it had it in different parts. So back to the investigation, our neighbor reported seeing an unidentified vehicle at the house in the early morning hours that night.
Why?
Before anybody arrived, emergency services or anything like that. The vehicle was never traced. Nobody ever figured out what that was.
What is that about?
Who knows? Also, Jason's laptop and phone weren't found somehow.
What is that about?
I don't know. That's what they said in the story. So now, within 48 hours of Jason's death, I don't know I don't remember what source this is from, a newspaper source, I believe. So I'm not sure the exact truth of this, but this is what was reported. Molly took $30,000 from their joint account. This is within 48 hours. Spent $5,500 on a forensic deep clean of the house.
Oh, I mean, I guess, you have to.
Attempted rapid cremation that they said, hold on now, sister.
Slow down.
She filed for guardianship and the $500,000 life insurance. Yeah. Apparently, the children had been removed as beneficiaries weeks before the death of the life insurance. And we don't know who made those changes, apparently. Yeah. So they bring the kids to court to see where they're going because they're not with a parent at the moment.
Sure.
And the court, I mean, it's not even close. It's black and white.
Yeah.
Open and shut. Says in his will.
Yeah.
Ireland. They go to his sister. Yeah. They're from Ireland.
Yeah.
They're Irish. Their whole family is there. Their cultures. And the judge goes on. Culture, religion, this, that.
Yeah.
Everything says they belong in Ireland with their family. Why would they stay in Tennessee with you people? You're not even related to them.
You can file for life insurance if you, I guess, it's self-defense. Is that?
Yeah.
All right.
Self-defense. She's going to give it a shot anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a fascinating choice.
So the judge returns them to Ireland under Sister Tracy's watch here.
Sure.
After the children moved to Ireland, this is crazy. Apparently, allegedly, Molly hired planes to fly banners over their school, and she has a no. She's not supposed to contact them.
Yeah.
And she contacted Sarah's classmates on social media to try to get an in, which is real creepy.
You can't do that. Flying a plane?
Hi, Sarah. Greetings from Knoxville. Like
paying somebody to fly it with a banner behind.
Like a banner.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know, man. January 6th, 2016, 5 months later, Tom and Molly are arrested. They heard nothing for 5 months. They did their interviews. I think like 2 weeks later, they went and talked again, and then that was it. So the investigators told Molly at the night of the killing, based on all of her stories and before the autopsy came in, this looks like self-defense to me, sure. She said, he beats me. Because when they were asking her, they said, he's gotten physically violent with you? And she said, yeah. And they said, more than once? And she said, yeah. How many times? More times than you can count? And she said, a lot.
Yeah.
So there was that. But they are charged with second-degree murder and voluntary manslaughter. I assume let the jury choose between the two.
Yeah.
So Molly's uncle said, of course they're devastated. They were both aware of the possibility that they might not walk out of this courtroom.
Yeah. I don't like the bat.
No,
I don't like that he brought the bat and then had it downstairs with him and then upon hearing a scuffle, grabbed the bat and went
that he
upstairs.
just brought into the house.
That I don't like at all.
If the bat was already in their bedroom and he just picked it up, that'd be one thing. But he brought a bat from Tennessee or wherever the fuck he bought it and then brought it upstairs. It's crazy.
Brought it downstairs with him and then
brought it back up with him.
I don't like that at all.
Now, the big thing that people can't, and the reason why people are saying that, a lot of people are on Molly's side here with this is that the kids, there's video of these kids talking about that dad beating my mom up and all this type of shit. Yeah. Then by next year, though, when the kids are in Ireland for a while, they change their story.
Oh?
Yeah. The DA talks to them, and they claim Molly told them to say everything they said and coached them very thoroughly.
Oh.
Jack said that Molly told him, if you don't tell this, we'll never see you again.
Okay.
So you'll lose your mom, and your dad's already dead.
Yeah.
You will just be gone somewhere. They claim Molly coached him and Sarah to lie, including allegations that Jason had killed their mother.
Tell them this, yeah.
Yes. Jack said that he was punished by Molly, had to put his face under a faucet, waterboarded the kid essentially, allegedly here.
Standing.
Because he didn't call her mom. He wrote, he'll later write a statement calling her a murderer. In this, they say, is it true that your father was abusive or false? And he says, false.
Mm-hmm.
They said, what did Molly say to you? He said, we were going to do an interview. She was saying a lot of story making of stories about my dad, saying that he was abusive. And she started saying, if you don't lie, I'll never get to see you again. You'll never see me again. Okay. And they both said that Sarah says the same thing. Molly coached them, told them exactly what to say. Sarah later on said this, quote, I lied in those interviews, and I'll always have to live with that. But Molly had gotten into our ears at such a young age. Molly started telling me that my dad killed my birth mom when I was 6 years old. She told me my dad was a bad man. We were sat down by the Martins and Molly, and they told us we had to say that Dad was a bad man and that he hit her, and that if we didn't say those things, that we would be separated and that we'd never see each other again. Me and Jack and Sarah. Not only them, you won't see each other again.
She is diabolical.
If
that's true.
Sarah said, so we were really scared and we lied. They have no reason to lie, these kids, at this point. None. There's no out of everybody in this story, I believe the kids the most. They have the least to
yeah.
And they don't have anything to gain.
And they have the most experience. The things that they're, because as a child, when things happen to you that are traumatic like that, your body creates the things that are there that are traumatic. You remember the motherfuck out of that.
Unfortunately, you'll live those over for the rest of your fucking days.
Of your days.
Sarah, it's so sad too because Sarah says, I feel like my mom and my dad dying is my fault. My mom was awake. My mom was awake to feed me when she died, and this time I woke the house up with my nightmare. Which, that might not even be true. They might have been about to do this, and then she had a nightmare, and they're like, oh shit, get her back to bed.
Yeah.
We don't know. She might not even woke everybody up, but in her heart, that's what she feels. I mean, I feel horrible for these kids. And these kids seem like they're pretty well adjusted. They seem real smart and strong. Yeah. But so attorneys for Molly and Thomas are trying to get a change of venue.
Oh, they want to go somewhere else.
Get it out of Davidson County, saying that the news organizations have published what they consider false information. So they don't want the jury having this false information. The judge said he wasn't entirely convinced that the trial should be moved out of the county. He said, quote, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I think you're good. July 2017, it's trial time.
Okay.
Second-degree murder for the two of them. The jury is 9 women and 3 men.
Or manslaughter?
This is second-degree murder or voluntary manslaughter.
Okay.
Both families turn out. The Irish contingent all fly in.
Yeah.
They take up one side of the court. The Martins are on the other side. It's a lot. Tracy said, what was it like to be so close, sitting in the same room with Molly and Tom? It was very difficult. You're sitting there looking at two people that had done something that was so malicious, insidious, and ferocious.
The Irish.
That's right. The aptitude for attitude, as we found out from the Irish turn a phrase, boy. Not when I was 4, not when I was 5, but when I was 6. They know how to turn that phrase. Aptitude for attitude.
That's very funny.
That was great. The prosecutor here in this case, during the trial in the opening, said, "We thought we had evidence stacked up a mile high. The viciousness and violence and excessiveness of the injuries that Jason suffered is really the cornerstone of our case." Mm-hmm. They present the autopsy finding, the at least 12 blows to the skull, the photos of Tom and Molly with nothing on their bodies.
Not a mark.
Clean. He said they didn't have a scratch, an abrasion. Molly had a delicate bracelet on that night she continued to wear throughout this trial.
And a 65-year-old has paper-thin skin.
And he's fine. Didn't even cut himself. They presented the blood spatter evidence that he was struck in the head when he was 12 to 18 inches off the floor. They presented the toxicology, that the drunken claims of being wild and drunk aren't true because he was a .02, for Christ's sake. What are you going to do here? So he said the prosecutors will prove that Molly and, Tom hit Jason multiple times with the bat and the paving stone. Dr. Craig Nelson, coach himself, the medical examiner, testifies that when he took the scalp off Corbett's head for examination, chunks of skull fell onto the examining table.
Jesus.
They said, you're going to see pieces of his skull that looked like a hard-boiled egg got dropped on the counter. The defense is very simple. Self-defense. That's it.
Really?
That's what they said. It's self-defense. They said that, Tom and Sharon had driven to see the kids. They said they hadn't seen the grandchildren in 6 months.
Oh, my.
It's just a quick 4-hour drive. They said they called Molly and told her they were coming, and they arrived. They got there, and they went to bed. Tom was planning to play golf and spend time with Jack and Sarah, even if and even give Jack the Little League baseball bat he got for him. But he said he knows upstairs is his daughter when he hears the thumping. He knows upstairs is his grandchildren. He doesn't know what he's facing.
Yeah.
So he grabs this bat, and he goes up there, and he finds this guy strangling his daughter. My God. He said he struck Jason until he let Molly go, and Jason was down in the bedroom. Then he called 911 and performed CPR. He said, I hit him just till he let go of Molly.
Yeah.
Interesting. They talk about the 12 different blows to the head. They said that it was unable to determine how many times he was hit in certain places because it was crushed in. The 911 dispatcher, they testify as well here, saying that, they've been doing this for 16 years and that CPR is exhausting and that many people who perform CPR are out of breath.
Right.
But Tom never appeared out of breath on the phone. He's a 65-year-old man.
Yeah.
She said, I noticed he was not out of breath. He didn't sound like most people do when they're doing CPR.
Right.
How often does a 911 operator hear people doing CPR? Constantly.
All the time. Yeah. He said he was in bad shape. What does that even mean? 5'10", 260?
He could drop a few, I'm going to be honest with you.
What the fuck's happening?
So the dispatcher also said that Molly appeared to be a little excited and yelled out the counts for the compressions as if she wanted to make sure that the dispatcher heard.
Yeah, right.
Just didn't sound right to the dispatcher. So Tom's coworker here, Joanne Lowry, who worked with Martins at Oak Ridge Laboratory and the Counterintelligence Office in Tennessee, here. She said about 2 months before Jason was killed, she sat beside Tom on a Monday and asked him how his weekend went. And he said, the kids came home and we're always glad to see them at home, but we're glad to see them leave, is what he said.
Okay.
Then he talked about Jason and said, that son-in-law, I hate him, is what Martins told her. This was months beforehand. Which, if he was abusive to the daughter, he would hate him.
Too. Yeah.
But if he just hated him, then he just hated him. She said that Martins expressed his dislike of Jason in 2011 before they even got married, before he ever came here.
Didn't like him ever.
She said it was just a discussion of his pre-wedding celebration. Jason, his friends were coming to their home, the Martins' home. He indicated his dislike for Jason and his rowdy friends. They're a bunch of Irish guys at a bachelor party. What do you want?
They're the worst.
Yeah, they're going to be rowdy. Keep them away from all comedy clubs, but if they're in your house, you got to expect this.
Don't be near them watching soccer.
Yeah, what if there's a game on? Under cross-examination, she said she couldn't remember exactly when in 2015 that Tom made the statement about Jason Corbett, just a couple of months before the murder. She also said that Tom had been in a good mood, but his attitude had changed when he mentioned Jason Corbett. Now, this testimony was very much contested. Prosecutors and defense attorneys spent an hour and 15 minutes arguing outside the presence of the jury over whether this lady should be allowed to testify and whether her testimony should be limited in any way.
All right.
They argued that the testimony, the defense said it's irrelevant and prejudicial and hearsay.
Right.
Arguing that the state's theory of the case involved allegations that Molly and Martins acted in concert. That means that these statements implicate Molly also. So that's bullshit. And then that sets up a possible violation of Molly's constitutional rights because her attorneys would either have no chance or limited opportunity to confront Lowry on cross-examination.
Okay.
So the district attorney, though, they argue that it's relevant testimony because it goes to malice. And they said that prosecutors haven't firmly committed to a theory of acting in concert and that they should not be barred from eliciting what they consider to be relevant testimony. So they agreed to allow the testimony, but only as a possible evidence of Tom's guilt, not Molly's guilt.
Oh.
Can't count that for Molly, told the jurors. They also, this Lowry, testified that Tom made his dislike for Jason well known among the counterintelligence unit. They all know they hate him, which was made up of 13 people.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. They bring in a drug expert for the prosecution that said the drug would have, it is unlikely that the drug would have had impairing effects on Jason. That's the defense is saying that. The prosecution saying he would have been impaired by the drugs. Tom testifies.
Yeah. You got to talk. Yeah, you got to talk about it.
In his interrogation, he sounded like he was describing an inconvenient small blip in his day that happened on his way to get coffee.
Oh.
That's the way he was describing it. So that's weird. So on the stand, that's going to come off weird too. Tom said, I certainly felt he would kill me. I felt both our lives were in danger, and I did the best I could.
Yeah.
He said, once I got control of the bat, I hit him until I considered the threat to be over. You know, the legal definition of how you do this.
Yeah.
And when I considered the threat to be over, I quit hitting him. So the defense tries to present evidence about Jason's alleged abuse, but the judge excluded most of it, including the children's 2015 statements where they could talk about their dad hitting their mom and all that. All that shit we talked about, none of that comes in.
Oh,
They also don't allow in any of those recordings.
Oh, good.
They said they're without context. They're without, we don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Molly does not testify.
She keeps quiet.
Dad said, I'll take care of this. Now, during his closing argument here, the prosecutor used the actual murder weapons to make his point. He held up the bat, he held up the brick, and slammed them over and over again into the prosecutor's table. And saying with every time, with ever-increasing force, asking jurors to imagine that table was an Irish businessman's head.
Yep.
And every slam on the table was, they said it was so ear-piercing in court, loud. Yeah. He also slammed the table with the concrete paving brick along with the bat, and they said this was a big deal. They said they didn't just rip flesh from bone. They said they crushed his skull. It takes I hate you force to do that.
Right.
They beat him to the point that the doctor said this is the type of injury we see in car crashes or a fall from a great height. They also walked over to the table and pointed to Martins and Molly, and they said they killed him. He killed Jason with a bat. She killed him with that brick. They literally beat the skin off his skull with the bat and the brick. Yeah. They said, how much force does it take to split the flesh all the way to the skull? You know what malice feels like from the brick that Molly had? It feels like I hate him and I want those kids. That's what malice feels like.
Yeah.
Said excessive force, postmortem blows, the motives, the fake CPR, as they said, because they said there's no blood on Tom's hands when they got there. Yeah. Delayed 911. The body was cold.
Right.
They said not self-defense, murder. Yeah. So he said Jason did not have to die. He did not have to die in his own bedroom. He didn't have to die with his children at the top of the steps. He didn't have to die at the hands of the woman he came to America for. He didn't have to die at the hands of her father. None of that had to happen. You have a duty to return a verdict that will deliver justice for Jason. Yeah. The defense attorney said, no, none of that.
That is not true at all.
It's all garbage. Yeah. He said, no. reasonable fear. There's no malice, inconsistencies in the prosecution's forensics. They said Molly had nothing to gain, apparently not in the will. Apparently, she tried to get, there was reports that she tried to get the settlement from the insurance, but other reports that she didn't and that she wasn't in the will. So I'm not sure which one that is. They said Jason is larger and more aggressive than both of these people. They said the jury should be concerned about everything it didn't see. They said the prosecutor's blood stain pattern expert couldn't even be bothered to go to the house or review reports from paramedics. Also, they said they didn't use accurate diagrams of the house when drawing the conclusions. They also said that they didn't take photos of Tom in the plaid boxer shorts he was wearing. The only photos of Martin's were taken more than 4 hours later at the sheriff's department when he's got khaki shorts on. That material, anyway. Yeah. Said he doesn't have to prove one thing to you. It's their burden. If they want to use their lack of evidence against him, folks, don't let them do that.
Right.
He said Tom Martins woke up from a dream into a nightmare sometime before 3 a.m. Before he heard noises, he thought he was there to visit his grandchildren, his daughter, and his son-in-law. But once he heard those noises, he grabbed the metal baseball bat he'd planned to give to Jack the next day and went upstairs. He spent his life defending our country. Yeah. He's served us. He's protected us. Yeah. That's what Martins knows how to do, to protect.
Yeah.
The last thing he would ever expect to see is his son-in-law with his hands around his daughter's throat, and he did what he had to do to protect his daughter. He noted that Jason had received a diagnosis of depression and had a thyroid condition that he wasn't taking medication for. He also drank 7 beers that night. You can say he drank a keg and a half. When it happened, he was not drunk at all.
Right.
And they even say, the prosecutor said, .08 is North Carolina, you can drive.
Right.
He's .02.
Right.
And he should have gave a little wink and went, and he's Irish too. I mean, come on.
This man could drive a bus right now.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah.
They said that weeks before the death, he said he was stressed and becoming angry for no reason. He's obviously out of control.
Yeah.
He's, it's all Jason, not guilty on these two. Now, pre-verdict, Molly and Tom give an interview to 2020.
Before the jury?
After the trial, yes.
After the trial, before they come back. Wow.
Wow. Like that night, I guess, after the closing arguments. And they called Jason controlling and paranoid and described violent behavior that took place behind closed doors. So, verdict comes in here. 3 hours of deliberation. That's not much.
That's quick, yeah.
They're pretty sure about something one way or the other. They find them both guilty of second-degree murder.
That's oh boy. That's good.
So during sentencing, they say, you, dad and daughter,
right?
You can have a daddy-daughter date this way in fuck-off land.
Yeah.
20 to 25 years each they get. Now, for Tom, that could be a death sentence. He's 67 years old.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's terrible. So as Molly was led away, she turned to her mother in the courtroom and said, quote, I'm sorry, I should have just let him kill me.
Oh, come on.
That's what she said. So the reactions here, Tracy, sister from Jason, said it was overwhelming relief, really. They beat him horribly and viciously, and no human being deserves to leave their marital bedroom with their skull destroyed like what happened to Jason. Molly's family's got a different view. Molly's uncle Michael tells the 48 Hours, and he talked to the News and Observer, and Molly's brother Connor were interviewed for 48 Hours. Okay. He says, both Connor and I stressed that Tom and Molly did not receive a fair trial as outlined by the appellate briefs and oral arguments that we have. And more importantly, key evidence was never heard by this jury. An example were the interviews the children conducted, including 2 forensic interviews where both children stated they'd witnessed their father verbally, emotionally, and physically abuse Molly. Additionally, during my interview, I explained through evidence presented at trial the numerous fictions being presented as fact in the Irish media. I also attempted to emphasize Tom's 31 years of laudatory service as an FBI agent, his 40 years passing detailed security background investigations, and neither Tom or Molly have any derogatory record. Now, Ernest was managing a Facebook page dedicated to freeing Tom and Molly.
Oh.
And he said the only evidence presented at trial regarding mental instability pertained to Jason. He said, no evidence presented regarding Molly. They should have brought her ex-fiance in there. He's got some shit to say.
How about Nurse Ratched or anybody in the fucking psych ward?
So they file an appeal arguing that multiple errors had been made, and most significant, the exclusion of Jack and Sarah's statements, the ones that were obviously advantageous to her, not the ones later on. Yeah. They describe their father as violent and abusive. So they argue that. They argue that should have been included. They also argue that should have been definitely included, they said, and that they made alleged statement that Tom made, which was stated that the father of Jason Corbett's first wife told him that they blamed Jason Corbett for the deaths. They said they should have let that in too. Okay. Now, thing is, though, in an affidavit before he died, Michael ended up dying, the father, Mags's father, later. I think it's in the 70s or something, but he signed an affidavit saying, I never told
I never said anything about that. Yeah.
And that's what her mom said, too. Mags's mom said, he loved Jason. We loved Jason. We all loved Jason. Yeah. Sister loved. None of us blamed him at all. He was sobbing over her corpse when she died, saying, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. I love you. He didn't do it. Yeah. For 2 years. They said it's total bullshit. One of Martin's attorneys has argued that statement should have been admitted as a way to explain what Martin's was thinking at the time of the death. But the autopsy shows, obviously, that a cardiac arrest stemming from asthma, not being choked. Right. Their defense attorneys, though, they're in this documentary, they're insane, these two guys, in my opinion. They said, what they say is, I think, insane. They said, it's right in the document, she kept telling her sister, I think I'm going to die, I think I'm going to die. Yeah. They said, that's not someone with asthma. That's someone who's been strangled. And then there's a certain time where you're strangled and then you're fine, but then you die afterwards, even though you're not being strangled anymore.
Well, that's a person that tells you.
Yeah, and he said, and look at her autopsy. It says no external injuries whatsoever. They don't tell you about internal injuries, though.
Oh, come on.
The problem is any internal injuries
there will be evidence
that come
of that on
from the outside, show up on your fucking skin. These guys are pulling shit out of their ass, and they're saying that they really think he killed his first wife and all this shit. It's fucking insane. So, wow. They also said there was jury misconduct. There was evidence that jurors talked about the case outside of the deliberation. Specifically cited was jury foreman Tom Amland, who gave interviews in which he said there were private conversations. Nancy Perez, another juror, vomited after seeing autopsy photos during the trial, but she had told them that she had not eaten breakfast that morning. That's why she threw up. In an interview with 2020, she said that the autopsy photos did make her sick. Yeah, she was trying not to look like a wuss at the time. So they say that they're, now the prosecutors say Molly and Martins were convicted by their too perfect self-defense claim, not consistent with the voluminous direct and circumstantial evidence that belied their choking story and the extensive evidence of Jason having been repeatedly bashed in the head by both defendants until he was dead. Together, they created this fantasy to deceive the authorities and this jury in a fabricated story participated in by both defendants acting in concert together to attain the ultimate result they intended. They also talk about the discrepancies in, like, they argue about whether Jason was trying to transfer $60,000 to Ireland and
who cares?
All that, and whether or not he was trying to apply for a business loan, and who knows that they're arguing about all this anyway. January 2019 is when they hear the oral arguments. February 2020, this is very rare this happens on a murder case on the first appeal. The murder convictions are overturned.
Based on what?
Based on
all of that?
Self-defense, I guess. The kid's statements. If you don't show the kid's statements, then you show the kid's statements. You go, oh, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But then what about the kid's statements since then? What about those statements?
Right.
We're picking and choosing.
She made us say that. Right.
Yeah. So the court ruled that excluding the children's statements was prejudicial and they're entitled to a new trial.
Well, the bummer is then you have to have the kids testify, and that's fucked up. That's more torture.
Well, they would have showed the videos of
Yeah.
them. That's how they do it with little kids.
Yeah, but the defense or the prosecutor is just going to have the kids testify that, and so now you're going to make those children sit on the fucking stand. This woman's a fucking monster.
Oh, there's an interview with Sarah, tears popping out of her eyes, where she's saying they're just overturned, like it didn't happen, and she's very sad.
Molly's a
and
monster.
They were like, oh, we're all going over there. The whole family, they're going. We're going to testify. We're fucking going. Molly's brother said the kids' statements that Jason was an abuser and those interviews were conducted in professional environments on multiple occasions where Molly was not present. And to the allegation that they were coached by Molly, I mean the interviews were conducted by professionals. That's their job.
Okay,
but they can only take it at face value. They're saying they were coached in Ireland because they did their interviews via a Skype call. So there must have been someone off camera feeding cue cards to the kids of what to say.
The thing about an abused child is that they believe that their abuser can get them at any moment, and that they have the longest arms on the because they've witnessed this person. What a silly thing to say out loud. That those kids, no matter what, are going to feel that way. They're going to feel like they can be got, or whatever threat is going to be followed up on, no matter what.
So the state appeals this decision to the North Carolina Supreme Court. And in 2024, by a vote of 4-3, stretching it, they uphold the appellate court's decision, and it's still overturned.
Oh, wait,
they
what?
Have to have a new trial. Yeah, they upheld the appellate court's decision to overturn it.
Okay, so now we have to have a new trial?
Yep, and they are released on $200,000 bail each.
Get the fuck out of here.
They're out and free, and that's when Sarah is not happy about that, young Sarah. So there's going to be a new trial. They said, we're definitely putting him on trial again. Yeah. The new defense strategy is to question Maggs's death, to bring in the secret recordings of their arguing. Yeah. They have all the recordings, and one of the recordings, Jack says he found in Jason's car and showed it to his dad, and he was like, why is this in here?
Look at this,
Dad.
Yeah.
His dad was pissed. So she said she captured Jason being frustrated and short-tempered. But she never captures physical violence, which is what she saes he's constantly doing. Yeah. You hear him talking to her like he is trying to stay in control of a
volatile situation.
Of an unwieldy teenager. You said we were doing this, and now you're doing this, Molly. Why? Yeah. So I don't know. It sounds like a guy who wants a divorce. I'll tell you that much. October 2023, they end up getting a plea deal.
Well, okay.
Basically, this trial would be a fucking mess, again, with the kids' contradictory statements and everything like that. Tom pleads guilty to voluntary manslaughter. Molly pleads no contest to voluntary manslaughter. Okay. They drop the murder charges. During sentencing, Dr. David Adams assessed Molly before this and concluded the primary focus of her existence before she married Jason was to adopt these two children, then divorce him, and then have custody rights. She consulted a divorce attorney months before her wedding to Jason. The kids make victim impact statements. They get to do it. Finally, they get their say. Okay. It's great. In the car before they go into court, they got their aunt and uncle are in the car with them. And they're like going to this court, and he's like, all right, we're going to go in there. We're going to stick together. And what do we say about this? Fuck these people. He says, fuck these people. They don't mean shit to us. And they're going in there. It's the total, like, Curb Your Enthusiasm, fucking Robert Smigel.
The kid says that?
Fuck these people. They say that. He goes, no, the uncle says, no, fuck these people. It was like, yes, these people are liars. They're saying and all that. Jack stated in his impact statement that he saw a recording device in a Ziploc baggie at the Martins' house the day after his father was killed. Molly corroborated on this documentary that there was a recording device on her nightstand in the bedroom where Jason died. They don't have that audio.
Where the fuck is it?
The whole thing is recorded. Detectives believe there were up to 150 hours of secret recordings, but the DA is only provided with 2 hours of recordings.
What the hell?
All very specific Jason's upset recordings. So it was recorded but gone. So and it was at the Martins' house, so it was destroyed. So that tells me if everything you're saying is true, you would want everyone to hear this recording.
You'd want all the recordings. Yeah.
Yep. Sarah delivered an impact statement calling Molly remorseless and a monster, noting that she removed her wedding ring the next day after he was dead. Sarah also, and this is a big one, she talks about being drugged.
What?
Sarah says she remembers being given tablets and cranberry juice by Molly that night. When she woke up later, her legs felt like jelly, and it was like being on a moving boat. Jack was also given tablets before bed. That corroborates the theory that they must have been sedated, and that's how they slept through screaming and murder.
Oh, wow.
So the judge says, you two may fuck off 51 to 74 months in prison.
Stop it.
And with time for credit or credit for time served, pretty quick. Sarah said, it was difficult to read the victim impact statement. There was a lot of emotion, but I think it finally gave me the chance to say something in a courtroom. I felt like I wasn't afraid of them anymore. They'd taken so much space in my life, and I didn't want to give them power over me anymore. We have to live with the fact that the words that we said are part of the reason why Martins are walking free today. And I suppose that's why I wrote A Time for Truth. We'll get into that because it gave me a chance to just be completely honest about everything and put it in a book and let people read it. He said, the Martins brought my birth mom into it and my grandfather into it, and all these people I loved have passed away since. And I just think this really shows the character of the people that the Martins are. June 6th, 2024, they're released from prison. Free as
Get
bird.
the fuck out of my life. They got 3 years?
3 years, basically. So what does the audience think? Don't know.
Our audience?
It's our audience. What do you guys think? Who knows?
Fuck them.
There's been some books here. But Tracy, I'll leave Tracy with the last word. She said, I smiled briefly to myself, this is the sister, as I realized Jason eventually found himself back in the only place on earth he ever wanted to be, in the arms of his beloved Mags. I hope they're together somewhere.
Oh, that's adorable.
So Sarah writes a book called A Time for Truth, My Father, Jason, and My Search for Justice and Healing. That's published in 2025. There's also A Deadly American Marriage is a book, too, which is also a Netflix documentary that came out last year, is A Deadly American Marriage with the same title. Yeah. And there's also excerpts from Killer Gold Diggers by Anna Benton here as well in this book.
That's a fun title.
In this thing. So there is a lot going on here, we will say. And that, everybody.
Fuck these people.
Fuck these people. Yeah.
God damn.
Tom said, I was going to save Molly's life or die trying, and I have no regrets.
Oh, eat shit, old man.
I was going to say.
You have no regrets, really?
Come on. Okay. So, all right, Fitty, we get you.
Yeah.
I'm going to die trying.
Oh, boy.
The book, by the way, comments on the documentary saying that they did a good job on it. There based on the book. So there you go, everybody. If you like the story, get on whatever app you're listening on. Give us 5 stars. It helps amazingly and tremendously. So please do that. Head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your tickets for live shows starting out in February on the 21st in Nashville. They're selling out fast. Then we're in Durham, Atlanta. Phoenix is sold out. Salt Lake City's sold out. Denver has tickets. Buffalo sold out. Royal Oak, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Dallas, San Jose, Sacramento, Tarrytown, Boston. Get your tickets right now. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Follow us on social media on Instagram at Smalltown Murder, on Facebook at Smalltown Pod. Yeah. Hang out with us there. Keep coming back. Get yourself Patreon, patreon.com/CrimeInSports. Get you everything that you don't have already. First of all, hundreds of back episodes immediately upon subscription. New ones every other week. One Crime and Sports, one Small Town Murder. This week, Crime and Sports, Super Bowl halftime shows, where they were, where they've come to. Yeah. Small Town Murder, Dean Coral and Wayne Henley. Oh, boy. John Wayne Gacy's idols, basically, and his people he looked to for tips. Yeah. It's going to be crazy stuff. Patreon.com/CrimeInSports. And you get a shout out at the end of the show, which is right now. Jimmy, hit me with the names of the people who are so goddamn wonderful and don't keep bricks on their nightstands. Hit me with them right now.
This week's executive producer, Gary Howard, in home in Livingston, Texas.
Oh, boy.
Good for you. And then
Get home, Gary.
Sales. I don't want to call you just Serge. Sadikin. Isn't it Sales? Isn't that what Bronson Pinchot? Come on,
Serge.
Say Sales. Serge.
It's very
not
nice
hard.
with the white wine spritzer. It's very nice.
It's not that hard. Call me Sales.
Serge in the throat.
Serge. What is Serge? Other producers this week: Liz Vasquez, Peyton Meadows, Ryan Bender, Janice Hill, Jack with no last name, Chris Green, I Broke It, Joe Copeland, Kelton, Kelton Kinghorn, Robert and Tracy Jr., Joe C., Probably not Kid Rock's sidekick because he
think
is
it is.
incredibly dead.
No.
That little guy. Did you?
No,
did you
I
ever,
don't know.
He used to.
I've always hated Kid Rock.
Guy.
Hate Kid Rock. Always hated it. If he came on,
he had a
instant
gimmick.
channel change.
He had a
from
gimmick from the
second
beginning.
was
He
alive.
had a little guy.
God, he
and
sucks.
Josie was so much cooler than him. Josie had a dope lyric. I think it was in Devil Without a Cause. He had an amazing verse. I'll play it for you one day. Wendy Gifford.
No, you won't. I guarantee you won't.
Just Josie.
I won't listen to it. Guaranteed. Not
Brendan
happening.
with no last name. Nurse Sourpuss. Tom. What is this? Tamiko Harrison. Is that what that says? It does. Stephanie Nicholson. Muggins with no last name. Desiree Clemens or Clemons. Greg Senkowitz. Sankiewicz. Kristen Tozczek. Tom Partridge and the family. Ricky Lambert. Alan Ramirez. Cheryl Bird, the third, Marnette Shelley, Rebecca Adams, Chandra Hendricks, Joshua H., Veronica Zakova, John Smith, Joe Throckmorton, Warren Schur, Lap Lisan, Chris Smith, Barbie C., Kristen Graves, Leah Oprah Chill, Becca with no last name, Sarai, Kettle, Patrick Lilly, Raver Rave, The Wrong Mexican, Bradley Hewitt, Sally Skiroo. You say it slow and it's like you get, all right. Becky
It's
Gillingham.
like a redneck talking about fucking.
Yeah.
Skiroo.
I'm going to skiroo. Ayla Giovanetti. Dirgman. 34. Liz Chapsky. Lindley Davis, Beck with no last name, Carrie Giddings, Josh Erickson, Monty R. Jones. No other ones. The one with the middle initial R is the Monty we want. Jackie Schultz, Ladiva, like Lady Godiva, Jay Bird's mom, Jake with no last name, Chrisanne Weimer, Soto Mike, the Wicked Gaper. What?
Ugh.
Tina Clauder. Mike, take it easy. Tyler Van Dusen, just go slow, low and slow, buddy.
Whoa.
AB, probably not that one. Becky Meston, Rachel Raskovich, Mike with no last name. Natalie Rubenkoenig, Heather Sky, Scott Atwood, Lisa Marshall, Eula Dean, Ross with no last name, David Burkett, Maxandra, Michael with Michael Gerald, Maxandra had no last name, that's what I was doing. Jessica Simon, Kate with no last name, Riley Crossman, Karen Murray, Jordan Gregory Garnett, Kosai with no last name, Bethany Freilich, Kat with no last name, Carrie liked the book. Okay. The book.
Stephen King.
Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie.
Yeah. All right, I'm on board. Frog on a leaf wearing a chill hat. Brian Kujath. Rebecca Richardson, Jake Sullivan, Michael Richards. Oh boy. Levi Dinger, Destiny Ricketts, Nicole Lawler, Zach Roberts, Samantha Velasco, Bonnie with no last name, Nick with no last name, Declan with no last name, Karen with no last name, Tyler Garrick, Jessica Snow, Jody Friesen, Killer Mike, Beef Tips, Shelby Black, Patrick Baker, Meta, is it Mettete? Is that Met or Meti or Mate or Met?
You got them all.
A lot of things. Louisa Barker, Carrie Riash, Amy White, Anna Boyle, Zane B, Olivia Osterberg, and everybody that patrons this show. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. You fantastic, wonderful bastards.
Yeah.
You want to follow us on social media, shutupandgivememurder.com has drop-down menus that will find you wherever you want to go. Hang out with us. Keep coming back. And until next week, it's been our pleasure.
Bye.